All right.
How long have you been playing since you were a kid?
Well, I played till like 21, then I stopped for years, and I started again about 9 years ago.
No.
Then you should be decent enough to play.
Maybe
here.
decent, but not
Could
good
you
enough
play a
for
scale?
here. Yeah.
You got to be able to, like, do some sort of full classical song at this point.
Frere Jacques.
Yeah, can you play Frere Jacques for us?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
I had
Devil
to
Went Down to
audition to
Georgia?
get into the program, and I
Right.
think that's what I played. I didn't know if it would come back, but it did.
What did you play? Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star?
Something very, very basic. Very, very basic to be accepted.
I mean, if you've been playing since you're 20 for 21 years,
yeah, but
since
I'm
you're a
not as
kid.
good as I used to be.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because when I was younger, I practiced all the time, and now I'm afraid of it.
But Lisa's under this delusion that somehow she describes that she used to be chased down the street like the Beatles.
Right, that she couldn't go out of
It's
the
just a
studio or
few
something.
girls. It wasn't.
And like the fans would be chasing Lisa because they want, and Lisa got overwhelmed. So why were you running from them? Because there were so many of them, is what you implied. Now you're saying it's just a few girls? Why would you run from them?
I mean, it was. You make it seem like it was the entire.
You made
city
it seem
field.
that way. You said to me, Howard, it was so
It
intense.
was a group of girls. Yeah.
But why would you run
Screaming
from a
my
group
name.
of girls? So why did you run from them?
I don't know if I really ran from them, but they saw me there and they ran towards me.
Oh, it only happened once.
Yeah.
All right. So it wasn't this overwhelming sort of Beatle-like reaction to
Howard, we were big, and
Yeah,
no
okay.
disrespect to you. You were huge and king of all media and fantastic, and we were something very special.
you. I never heard one person talking about.
You talked about us because
We
word would
didn't
get
know-
back to
We're
me.
on
that
the
you,
radio.
Huh?
We were on the radio. We goof on you.
But
Well,
we didn't
so
know
you mentioned
anything.
us. You knew we existed.
Because I'd read the David Hinckley's column, and I'd say, well, who are these idiots?
Yeah, why is he making
No-
a big
no
deal about
offense.
them?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But we didn't know about roll call. If that was really that big, wouldn't we have known?
Nobody knew roll call, and I guarantee you 50 Cent doesn't know roll call. I'm going to say to him, okay, 50, we're going to do roll call now. We'd like you to do it with us. And he's going to go, who? And I'll go, Ed Dre and Lover and Lisa. And he's going to go, who?
What year you in, man?
Oh, yeah, what are you talking about, man? What you talking about?
What you talking about, Will?
Remember how you thought Henry Hill wanted to come on your face, and I had to tell you he didn't?
I couldn't hear him clearly.
Right.
I
He
was
was
the one
saying-
outside with the microphone. I couldn't hear. I wasn't right up to his voice.
Poor man wanted a caramel macchiato.
And that turned into
It's
come
disgusting.
on my face.
Henry Hill wanted to come on my face. I got out of there.
Oh, remember how outrageous Henry Hill just insulted me?
I think that's what's going on with this roll call.
Maybe we'll find out.
What's up?
I spoke to Dr. Dre yesterday, by the way.
Yeah, how's he doing?
He's doing good. He said he heard like a lot of stuff was going on, but it was interesting because he had heard. I guess Lisa talks to him, and he had heard that we played the clip yesterday of the original
Baker Boys.
the Baker Boys, and he said, yeah, they would do it in the Bay Area. No one was hearing it. He goes, we brought it to New York and made it famous.
Oh, yeah, but
Well, that was what they added to it.
Yeah,
Matt,
but
way to
what?
go.
Yeah, so
But
they-
what?
But what?
He didn't invent it. The Baker Boys
I never
did.
said I invented it. I never said I
No,
invented it.
you said Dre and Lover invented
I never
it.
said the word invented.
Created.
I
I thought it was a creative bit that you guys
You
did.
said that you developed it sort of like, from your own mind.
Were you
No,
aware?
I never said that.
Were you aware that someone else had it first?
I wasn't really sure of who did it first, and then Dre texted me yesterday and
Okay.
said that we got permission from them to do
All
it.
right,
our
well,
own
that I
way.
respect. I respect that.
Well, you did do it your own way.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, they
But
did
you
it their
heard
own
it
way.
yesterday. Could you understand what they were doing?
No.
Yeah, it
We
was
made it a
really
little-
intricate and very.
You brought it to the
Very
masses.
good.
Yeah, I
You-
guess.
You made it more McDonald's than high-end sort of.
A little more, not as
Yeah.
hardcore. I guess.
Okay.
It's safe to say we had no idea what they were talking about.
Yeah. Here's 50 Cent.
Fitty.
Perfect. I got to beg it.
Nice to see you. Hi.
Hey,
Hey, wait. 50 did kiss Lisa, so maybe there's something
maybe
up.
he knows her.
Everybody's so quiet.
All right, you ready? Because this is important
It's
to
a
us.
suspenseful moment.
We've been waiting for you. Listen, let me ask you a question. You want to do celebrity roll call with us?
Celebrity roll call. I mean, let's try it.
Do you know what roll
Do you know
call
what
is?
it is?
No, I don't know it.
You mean you don't know roll call with Dre and Lisa?
Lisa and Dre.
I be hearing it, but I don't know if I want to do it.
Where'd you hear it?
The segment.
Where'd you hear it?
Where? What radio?
I don't know exactly what station it was on. I heard the
See,
roll
he
call.
doesn't know it. I told you that, Lisa.
Wow, it was
Tell me
big.
what the roll call.
All right, let
is,
me
Lisa.
let me tell you what's going on.
Okay.
Lisa worked on a urban station.
Uh-huh.
Urban means black.
Hot 97?
Right. Hot 97.
Yeah.
So she's on in the morning and she goes, she does roll call, that routine they did.
Uh-huh.
So I said to her, nobody ever heard a roll call. She goes, oh, 50 Cent, 50 Cent will know roll call.
It was very big.
It was very, very big. I go,
If he
it
grew
wasn't
up in
big.
this area,
I
he
said,
knows it.
I said, if it was so big, then how come you guys were fired? Right?
That's
she
hip
was-
hop for you.
So she was complete. That's hip hop.
She
Radio,
keeps saying that.
radio
I'm telling
doesn't
you,
fire people
I'm
who have.
telling you, it was crazy. We shouldn't have been let go. That's all I can say.
Well, listen. So I said, 50's going to come in here. You grew up in New York, right?
Yeah.
I said, I guarantee you 50 won't know what the hell a fucking roll call is. And sure enough, he comes in, he goes, what are you talking about? He never even heard of it.
He'll probably remember it when you play it.
Bullshit.
All right.
You don't even know where to come in on roll call, do you?
I'm sorry, Lisa.
Yeah, okay,
I'll
we're
wait.
going to do roll call now.
Yeah,
So
I'd
let's
like
see
to.
if 50 knows where to come in. Okay?
Yeah, because you're going to surely remember this when you're
50,
here.
I'm not
Okay.
coaching you. I'll point to you when you're supposed to come in. Let me see
Okay,
if you
okay.
know what to do. If you don't, just don't
Just
do
sit
anything.
there.
Just sit there like a log. Okay, every day we do our thing here, you know. See, we're going to do a little celebrity thing right now. This is it, baby. It's called Roll Call. So we're going to let you check it out. Roll call. Roll call. That's right, man.
Roll call, roll call.
55 points a game, baby. Phil, this is the Jordan of roll call. Talk about 50 Cent now, all right? All right, here we go now. I'm going to try it.
Can't miss. We
Just can't miss.
We
Just can't miss with a beat like this. Pow!
It's the joint. Ha!
It's the roll call. It's the roll call. It's the roll call. It's the roll call.
What's up, y'all? What you gotta say? Who's on the phone with Lisa and Dre?
It's 50 Cent early in the morning. That's right.
Yawning.
It's
That sounds
50 Cent
cool.
early
And
in
that's
the morning. That's
Who's
right.
on the phone?
What's city?
What's the T?
What's the T? Where you from?
Where you calling from?
Oh,
What's
Queens.
it?
What's
Queens, New
city?
York.
What?
Queens, New York.
All right.
I said, what's city?
Queens in the house. Queens in the house. Queens
I heard this
in the
before.
house. No, you didn't. You didn't even know what to do.
Queens in the house
Now-
with the roll call.
All right, you owe me
It's like
$100.
people study this at home, how it the callers do this.
Yeah.
Not the actual artist.
No, but there was celebrity roll call. The Baker Boys did celebrity roll call.
And Lisa said they did celebrity roll.
Right.
Yeah, you said he did it with Jay-Z.
By the way, this guy's one of the greatest rappers in the world. He knew what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah, I had no idea.
He looks like a deer in the
But
headlights.
he's
Lisa.
supposed to know because he grew up listening to this. According
Do you
to
remember
Lisa.
it? Hot
I do
97
remember.
with
I do
Lisa and
remember.
Dre?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Sure,
he
it
remembered it so well. He goes,
Yeah.
What city?
He got one for
It was a big thing in his life.
And then when you came in, you didn't even rap. You didn't even know how to rap. I was
Yeah,
rapping better
I
than
was
you.
like, yeah.
Are you a rap artist?
I said early in the morning. She said yawning.
You're
It was all over the place.
Lisa's trying to move it along. All right. Anyway, Lisa, there. I think that proves to you guys
All
weren't
right.
that big. Thank you. All
You're
right.
welcome.
All right.
All right, have fun.
Too bad for Lisa. You didn't know what it was. But once again, I'm right and Lisa's wrong.
I think Lisa's really pissed.
Yeah, Lisa's
This is
pissed.
going to depress her for the rest of the day.
Because Lisa's under the delusion that when she was on Hot 97, it was the biggest fucking thing. She thinks every black person who grew up in New York knew her.
She told us she was like a rock star. You
Yeah.
know, she couldn't walk down the street.
The black women were chasing her
Wow.
down the street. They chased her down the street because they didn't like her.
I mean, it's funny how things change, though. I mean, because if you're saying it's different now, because that happens to artists too, right?
Sure.
Yeah, when you're not interpreting the street anymore.
Yeah, you smoking hot and then you cold as ice.
Where was I just watching you on some show with Eminem? You guys were performing
Yeah,
together.
the AMA.
Yeah, you were
Yeah,
good on
right.
Yeah,
that.
American Music Awards.
Yeah, that was good. I like that.
This guy had a little piece in it, so it was cool to come out and do my little thing and get out of there.
I was hoping for a little more from you. You know, I thought Eminem was kind of
Always
hogging
leave
your.
them wanting more.
He did kind of hold the show, Howard. You know.
I think people really
I
wanted
don't
you
know.
a little bit more than him. Honestly, I know I did.
Nah, it was huge, man. You can't.
Tell me something that I just heard about you. I didn't realize how heavily you were into making movies, but you you got all the tattoos removed from your arms
Yeah, I took him up my actual.
Let me see.
because you were tired of being in the movies and having them removed.
Wow.
But doesn't
Yeah,
that
it
leave
was-
scars?
But it comes back. It depends on who you actually went to actually do it. How like people go to the wrong places, and
I heard it's extremely painful
It is.
to get your tattoos removed.
it's more painful than putting it on.
Really?
And how long a process is that? Isn't it months?
Yeah, it'll probably take about a year before it to be completely out. You know, but it's easier to cover it with makeup. Like if you had a 6 o'clock call time, I'd have to be on set 2 o'clock in the morning.
Just
get
to
your
cover
tats covered
to
up.
cover-
just to cover your arms.
Right.
Wow. So you said, I'm going to go to a doctor. I'm going to have them removed. Now, you were pretty heavily tattooed on your arms, weren't
on
you?
my arms. I took them off.
Yeah. And what does it look like? Let me see. See, I see.
You see, it's almost like somebody
Like little pigments is knocked out of it. They got to come back in.
Right.
But
Yeah.
shit gone.
Wow.
drew
sorry,
on his arm and it's
completely
fading.
Not that bad.
Not that bad,
Yeah.
but man, that sounds very, very painful. And there's a whole full movie schedule coming up with you.
Yeah. I shoot December 27th. I start the Gun Project. It's actually a screenplay I wrote myself, starring myself and Val Kilmer. I'm producing it through Cheetah Vision Films.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You recently said that you like Robert De Niro because when you were working on a movie with him,
Yeah.
he walked up to you and treated you like a human being and said to you, I need some business advice, and I know you're a good businessman. You've made a lot of money. Can you help me out? And I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like, don't you think like a lot of, especially white guys,
What do you-
they don't look at a black guy and go, hey, I need some business advice. Like Robert De Niro didn't see color there. He just saw a businessman.
Yeah. And he's not that kind of person anyway. That would
Right.
be, dealing with color in any kind of way.
Because
But
people
you know,
don't.
a lot
Because,
of people, even in the acting sense, they don't think rappers are actors. They think they're there because of their name to give
and
them.
that's really weird too, because when you think rapper, I kind of think Will Smith, and he is
Right.
the biggest movie
Right.
star. And I think Queen Latifah, and I think Ice Cube. And we got so many artists that made the transition from hip hop music into acting. and done
More
so
than any
well.
other genre
Yeah.
of music.
that's true. Now, so the thing is that, when you think of you as a businessman, and I've said this before, you're worth over $400 million.
Wow.
I'm doing pretty good, Howard. When I get my weight up, I'll be up in here every morning with you and Robin.
But the point I'm making is,
Is he worth $400 million? Because
I
I
believe
heard
it.
somebody I know was disputing that to me this
Yeah.
very weekend.
well,
I mean, it would be difficult for them to prove it unless they work in my accountant's office, right?
Right, but they,
So how
like
would they
most of
be-
the money they say came from vitamin water,
well,
right?
that's
Well,
right.
nah, but then they're not taking into account me even as an artist.
Well,
All
first
right.
of all, he sold a lot of albums.
Yeah.
He tours
Yeah.
a lot. That's a lot of money right there.
But
Secondly,
they're claiming all the money they claim that he made from vitamin water he didn't make.
they're claiming that?
Yeah.
Well, you know what they'll claim? They'll claim all kind of things. They claim I used cocaine in Croatia. They claim my arm was cut off. They claim I used steroids.
Well, you
They
know what it
claim I
is.
was hitting on Robin last time I here. I said I want to play with them things. And she...
That's
Right.
not hitting on me?
Let me tell you, when I said 400 million, Robin had 400 million orgasms. I'm telling you that right now.
That's what you're talking about.
That's right. No, but the thing is, there is a lot of jealousy about you. People don't want to accept that you are worth $400 million.
Well, I'm doing well. However, if you look at...
Is the economy hurting 50 Cent? I mean, have you gone down in your net worth?
Well, it's just changing the business itself. Music, completely.
Right.
Like where... last night we was there for a launch of a new platform called Vivo.
Right.
What
where
is
they
that?
can actually control content and usage of actual music.
Really? Nobody's
The
going
record
there.
companies are together.
Vivo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were over there.
Yeah, because at YouTube, I have 295,000 clips related to my music on actual YouTube, and there's nobody there to actually create ad revenue.
That's
in those
right.
spaces.
In other words, what you're saying is your music doesn't generate as much money because people are getting it for free and they're
Right.
getting all the content for free.
That's exactly. And it's everybody's music.
I know.
But yeah, how are you going to get people to go to Vivo, though?
Well, I mean, the platform is the same way you got them to go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Just making it available and have it be official content and
Okay.
maintaining a specific grade of quality.
Says here 50 Cent's worth $405 million. He lost money during the recession, as everybody did.
Yeah.
What way, some of your investments went down?
Yeah, it went down, and some of them came back up. You know what I'm saying? It's just, if you had enough money, you lost some.
You say, I buy diamonds on a very regular basis, but now I'm selling my old stuff before I get something new.
Right.
So you've even tightened the belt.
Absolutely. I'm
What
not just
kind of
gonna
diamonds?
spend-
You're not talking about loose diamonds. You're talking about jewelry?
Yeah. Like when instead of just buying and creating a jewelry box or a safe full of diamonds, I'll just take the stuff that I don't want to wear anymore back and get what I want for the time.
I see.
In the old days, you would just keep everything.
You just had to
Pile it up.
Right. And I keep reading about this house, the one that you bought from Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I saw that house on some show not too long ago.
It's a beautiful house. You said recently, listen, I get tired of living in this house that I bought off Mike Tyson because
Yeah.
it's like a hotel.
Yeah, it's too big for me. I'm there by myself. I gotta have a place that has maybe 4, 5 bedrooms.
How many
Yeah, it's
bedrooms?
got like a full
18
movie
bedrooms.
theater in it.
18 bedrooms.
Yeah,
With a full movie theater.
they got that. They got nightclub, indoor racquetball.
Yeah.
Do you not spend any time there?
I don't spend very much time there because I'm touring a lot, Tom.
And how many people do you need to just service that house? You must have a whole staff
keep it
there.
going.
I mean,
yeah.
because I'm not physically utilizing it, it's like 4 people there.
4 people who run the whole household,
Yeah.
right? And you don't go there at all.
I haven't been there. No.
Yeah. And so you have to run this thing, maintain this thing. So you put it on the market.
Yeah.
You've paid about what, $7 million?
No, I paid 4.1 for it.
You paid 4.1, and you put in about what, $6 million in renovations?
Yeah.
$6 million. So you got
$6 million?
So you got about $10 million in.
Yep.
All right. So you had it on the market for what, 25 for originally?
I think 18.
18. And no takers still.
Yeah.
But you got to figure some rich guy wants this thing.
Yeah, you got a lot of people out there that have properties they can't get them off at this point because you got,
That's right.
people, so many, look at how many mortgages. People,
Yeah.
Look at all the properties Robin has. She's like 17
I
houses.
can't move them
you
either.
got so many people under foreclosure at this point that,
How long you had those houses on the market?
Oh, God. It's been a while now.
I told you that about Staten Island. What you buy there, you're
Well,
there
actually,
for life.
I only have one house left. The other one did sell.
Oh, it
You
did.
did?
All right.
Yeah.
No, there you go. Does the 50 Cent name add value to the house? I mean, you would think somebody would want it.
yeah, I think so.
And
I
the
mean,
Mike
the
Tyson
popularity
name,
of
yeah.
between the two of us.
That's right.
You know.
And so,
Actually, I'd be afraid of that house.
see, I like a house like that. I call a house like that a pussy palace because you're going to go over there and you bring any of these bitches over to your house.
And they're gonna cooperate, Howard.
You're damn right. They
They're gonna
see.
fucking love me.
You're not kidding. They see.
What's going on back
What's
there?
up, Jack?
You don't want to know what's going on back there.
Have you made love in every bedroom of that house? There are 18 bedrooms.
No, Robin, there's still one left for us.
Right. But I would imagine when a woman sees this kind of wealth and this kind of stature,
It helps.
it certainly does, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Do you use it ever in that respect and say, hey, baby, I want to show you my place? And then you bowl her over with your
Do
racquetball
they just
court.
fall over on
Yeah.
the racquetball court
Yeah,
or
I mean-
something?
Do you ever have any experiences like that?
Nah, I usually don't have people at my house until after I've already been.
Oh, I see.
Sexual with them?
Yeah.
Because you have said yourself, you don't know what woman you can trust because most of them are after your money.
Well, that was taken out of context. Howard actually said that in an interview on the international tour.
Right.
And I said that I have trust issues. Obviously, I've seen some interesting things.
Yes.
Over the last 6 years, I've been touring and traveling, and every night, that's somebody's wife. That's going to be someone's mother.
It's true. So you're starting to have a conscience.
Well, not that. It's just I'm just being aware of it, Howard, and being.
Do you think Tiger
50
Woods...
is changing?
50, do you think Tiger Woods really fucked up? I mean, this guy's got endorsement deals. His image is everything. Is he going to lose all the endorsements based on what you know? And shouldn't he have thought that this is somebody's wife, this is going to be somebody's mother? Shouldn't he have thought about the consequences?
I think he was just, and obviously a relationship that wasn't fulfilling.
Well, listen, it's one thing to be in a relationship that's not fulfilling. This guy has tremendous appetites. He's got 10, 11 women that he's fucking their brains out.
Oh, that's all
I
we
mean,
know about.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
tremendous amount of women, right?
That's about average.
That
No,
is?
for a married man, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
usually
for
a married
married man,
man.
something different.
That is. I mean, that's about average for a famous celebrity. I
A
understand.
single guy is different.
Do you think
Right.
he's one of these Urkel-looking kind of dudes that finally got famous and now he's going wild?
I think that definitely could be the situation, Howard.
How do you feel about his choice of only with white women? What do you think of that? What's going on there?
That's why they're telling on him. So
I see.
That's why it's such big news.
I believe.
yeah.
I believe a lot of the black women would have kept quiet about it.
If he was with
I believe
Angela
so, too.
Bassett,
Yeah.
this wouldn't even be news.
If he,
Yeah.
that's right. Now
Angela
you, on the
Bassett.
other hand, yeah, if he was with Angela Bassett, she would have kept quiet. You're goddamn right. Now, is it true you're dating Sierra? That's
Nah, that's
one
not true.
hot little broad, right?
Yeah, she's hot, but that ain't true.
You got her though. you had her up to the house.
Nah, I did, what's her name? I did
Who?
music video,
Oh,
and then
you
that
did.
started.
And
I
you-
just did a new one with Kelly Rowland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's hot. She was in Destiny's Child
Oh yeah.
group with Beyonce.
You bang her?
Nah, I didn't.
And you never banged Sierra?
Nah.
Seriously?
Wait,
Yeah.
you don't like famous women? What's the problem?
Oh, he didn't need that. Cocktail waitresses. Have you done any of these broads Tiger did? This,
Nah, you know. That ain't even my speed, man. His choice was interesting, you know.
Yeah. What do you mean about his choices? What do you make of those choices?
The women that would be comfortable saying that.
Right. You can tell a woman who would go to the press.
Right. Before.
You can tell. There's a type. Shouldn't he have cheated with women who had something to lose? Like,
Right.
in other words, they're a little classier.
Yeah, and married women never tell.
Yeah. Have you said that you want
You
to...
know all the tricks.
Yeah. Well, that's the truth.
Yeah.
That is the
Right.
truth. Have you said that you want to make a record with Susan Boyle from American Idol or what America's...
No, I said, you know what? They asked me questions about that on the red carpet because
Yeah.
she's, got a buzz going. And I said I would do something with her if it was
Why
the
not?
right song. Why not?
Sure. What do you care?
It's crazy because then the headline comes out, Tiger wants to collaborate with Susan Boyle.
Why do you need to carry $25,000 in cash with you at all times?
Well, not all the times, but twice they caught me and I had it in my pocket.
You do have $25,000 on you right
Why
now?
are you caring? Where are you
No,
getting
not
this
right
money?
now.
Empty out your pocket. Let me see what you got on you.
No, I ain't got nothing right now.
You have no money on
It's
you.
bright and early in the morning. I ain't
Well,
even got my wallet.
Why would you be carrying $25,000 at any time?
I don't know. I might find something I want to buy, Robin.
No, here's the reason. 50 has said it himself.
Does he know about banks and credit cards?
No, that's not it. It's a psychological
You never
thing.
know. when
it
you
makes
wanna
me
buy a
feel like
Honda.
I have money, Robin.
It reminds him
Don't
that
get upset. I'm asking
he
questions.
has said it
I know,
reminds him.
I know.
It reminds him that he is rich.
Ah.
But why do you need that reminder? You've been rich now for a while.
Yeah, but I don't have those things around me, Howard.
Right.
Like I leave those things in Connecticut.
But isn't it
In different
dangerous?
places and I'm gone.
But 50, isn't it dangerous to carry around that much cash? There are people out there who will rob you.
For regular people, it is.
Yeah. But
You know.
you have enough bodyguards and things.
Yeah, I don't have that issue. I mean, I'm gonna have a watch on it costs $200,000-$300,000. So if you gonna have $25,000 in your pocket, they just
It's nothing.
yeah.
I don't
You wear a
understand.
watch that's worth $300,000? Let me see that watch.
I don't have it on now.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I should have came prepared.
I would never
That's
wear.
all right.
I would never wear a watch worth $300,000.
Why not?
Because first of all, it would make me nervous. I wouldn't want to lose it, and those kinds of things just seem frivolous sometimes. You know,
I mean, but Howard, you just gotta live sometime, man.
Maybe.
You're a rich guy too, Howard. Don't think people don't know.
not like you.
I don't know
I
what
don't
it
have.
was the transition when you came from right over here, and the studio got built and cameras are set in different spaces, and everybo's
I don't have
trying to get
$400 million.
a few seconds in your life. You
But
told what
50.
I got breakfast. Anybody offer me nothing?
Look at the size of those boys. They ain't sharing any food with you. You say that you can cry on command. Does that come in handy in the movies?
Yeah, at different points. I could do it now. I could.
Yeah. Let me see you cry because I've always admired actors who can do this.
I don't know if I could do it for you right now.
Yeah. Well, you're
But
an actor.
did you discover this, or how did you know you could do that?
It's just different roles that I had to play.
Yeah, but you
What do you-
discovered it on set or something?
Yeah, like
What do you think about to make you cry?
just old stuff, childhood stuff.
Think about what? Your father?
Nah, I don't know my father. Howard.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you ever think about,
Nah,
like,
that doesn't bother me.
I don't know my father, and then you start to cry?
Nah, just I had like a pretty rough childhood.
I
So
know.
I can use,
What do you think about to get you going?
all different like little things. Well, not little, but small portions of my experience.
Well, like, give me something that makes you cry.
Oh man. Just the transition I have.
Your grandmother dying?
No, going into my grandmother's home after my mom passed.
That makes you cry.
Yeah, that was a real uncomfortable feeling for me.
Because you didn't want to live with your grandmother. You want to live with your mom.
Yeah, and that was just like my mom was one of 9. She was the only one of my grandmother's 9 children that passed away.
Were you angry about that?
Well, no, but
How old were you?
I was like 8 years old.
You lost your mother when you were 8.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough.
I wouldn't have thought it was so bad.
Oh, well, your mother. If you had Robin's mother, you would have been happy to see her
I've
go.
been glad to see her go.
But that's
That's
hard.
a joke.
I mean, that is not easy, man. My mother lost her mother when she was 9.
I don't think she's ever gotten
There it
over
is. You're crying. There it is. 50's got it going. You got the tears going. You are a good actor.
Or is it real?
Whoa. Good for you.
Wow.
You just did it. I mean, you had him going.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that, Howard.
Hell no.
He's a better actor than you.
You might be. I thought I was a great actor.
Have you ever come close to crying on the air, Howard?
You know, on my show,
the air?
in my movie, when I did my movie, there was a scene where I had to cry. They put they give me this. They put onions on my eyes. I cried. You know, sometimes I think about my mom raping me with a thermometer, and that can get me
That
almost
makes you
there.
laugh.
She used to take my temperature anally. Boy, was that humiliating. I was already 17, I think. You know, that ain't fun laying down on a bed and having your mother stick a thermometer in your ass. I'm telling you right now. Look at that, 50. There it is. There's a close-up of you crying. Wait, here come the tears. Can you see it on the screen?
Yeah, look at that.
There they go. Boom. Nice work.
Wow.
I might have to hire you. Wow, look at that. What do you get in a movie now? How much? What's your quote?
What's your quote?
Oh man, I just did a project in the UK. Dead Man Running. I need $1 million to be in.
$1 million?
$1 million.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now,
It is.
whose career do you admire? Who do you want to follow?
Not Jay-Z.
No, I really like what Ice Cube is doing.
Yeah.
Ice Cube's got a good career. What's going on with the feud between now you and Jay-Z? I figured you're afraid
Do we
of him.
always have to have
Oh,
these
yeah, I'm
feuds?
scared to death, huh?
You're scared to death. Here's what happened, and I'll fill you in.
But why do we have to have these feuds? It's music.
Yeah, it's really just the competitive nature of hip hop, right?
Yeah.
50 Cent and Jay-Z are feuding after Jay-Z refused to shoot a video with 50 Cent. 50 recently said of Jay-Z, he has a king complex. He thinks he's fucking Jesus. You know what I mean? This Jehovah shit.
He's
Now, when you say something like that, will he try to get his posse after you?
Nah.
his posse's Beyonce.
Beyonce's his posse.
No, but seriously, will he try to get someone on you or take it out on you in some way in business even?
Nah, it probably, both of us are probably tired of hearing that.
But he's a pretty powerful guy in the industry, as you are, but he can fuck with
Look,
you.
he didn't do anything to Chris
Hey.
Brown. I don't think he has any power.
That's true. Right?
In certain systems, I mean, I guess the building he's in, he'll have some influence.
Right.
And the same for me.
Now, you said recently, you were talking about the MTV Video Music Awards,
Yeah.
and you said, I'll tell you what, Kanye West wouldn't take that microphone out of my hand
Yeah,
away.
he wouldn't have took no. I don't even think that's a. Nobody else doubts that either.
Well, you're not a
That's something
20-year-old
Yeah,
girl.
You said no one would dare take a microphone out of my hand if I was accepting an award. And then Jay-Z said, I think that Kanye West would have done it if it was 50 Cent. No one is scared of 50 Cent. I want everyone to be clear. No one is scared of 50 Cent.
Yeah.
I'm scared of you.
Well, you know what's interesting is he created a real safe presentation, Howard.
Yes.
Like, you know, with Beyonce fitting in with what she has going on as a pop diva. And it kind of led to people like walking onto the middle of his stage, like during his performance and different things, like real approachable.
A girl walked on his stage.
Yeah,
Right.
Little Mama.
Right.
So
What are you
while
saying?
these things are happening, it kind of makes him feel like he has to, I guess it had to make him feel like he had to be tough or, you know, make a statement at that point.
Yes. In other words, is he using you to appear to be tough guy?
Yeah, I think he should have said something to the actual person who was interviewing him that made him feel like a coward or a punk at that point, that
Right.
he would have been afraid of 50 Cent instead of addressing me at that point.
Yeah, I think that you could kick Kanye West's ass pretty easy, right?
I think I kick his ass pretty easy. Howard, too.
And dare I say, I think you could kick Jay-Z's ass
Yeah, I
in
kick
a
his
physical.
ass too. It wouldn't even be a issue. Physically?
Physically, you're
Not
a
an
very
issue at all.
large man. I mean, Jay-Z looks like he can handle himself, I guess. I don't know.
You
But
guys kill me.
but I would say in a physical fight,
Yeah.
no holds barred,
No, no contest.
I don't think it would go more than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I agree.
But
But why would you millionaires start fighting?
I would like to see that. Would you ever challenge him to an out-and-out fight on
Well, he wouldn't
demand?
do that. It wouldn't do that.
He
Like
wouldn't do
we
that.
don't even have real vocal competition verbally.
Right.
You know, so how could you expect that person?
You
to
know
do-
him, right?
I don't know him. I know his work.
Okay, you've never
You know what I
met
mean?
him.
Like I've met him a few times. Like you know what happens when you're aware of other artists because you're a part of the actual culture. You feel like you know the person. You don't know him.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like when I said it's a competitive nature making the artists compete. The R&B artists are doing the same thing. The jazz artists.
Yeah, but they're not threatening
they're
each
not
other.
vocal.
Yeah.
But
they
you know
do
what,
it
you're
with
right.
their music.
They are home creating
You,
presentations that they feel like it'll be the #1 presentation.
Yeah,
But you do know Jay-Z. You worked with him. I mean, you were making a video together.
I Get Money. But that never happened. That video thing never happened.
No.
Like, we did a remix to one of my songs during the Curtis album. It was the Forbes I Get Money remix. It was me, him, and Puffy.
Do you respect his music?
Yeah, there's moments on his actual new album that I think are great.
You do like it?
Yeah.
You like that song with Alicia Keys? You like
That's
that?
a good one.
You would approve of that?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. So we won't see any fight, but I see you.
What's happening, though, with your music sales?
My music sales is this interesting because my album's been out a month before the actual release date.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So once you deliver it, like if it didn't leak out of my house, Howard, if it didn't leak out of the studios that I'm working on, when you mix master the entire project and you deliver it to the actual system, to the company, and when they're shipping it to master it internationally, it leaks out, then you just lost it. All you can do is what the system can provide for you to market and promote it at that point.
Right.
But I haven't heard anything negative about my choices creatively, so it makes me secure, feeling like it won't do any damage to me.
Still working with Eminem?
Yeah.
He's a good dude?
Yeah, he's doing good. He was
trying to cut in on a lot of the action?
What action?
I'm talking about financial action.
Oh.
Nah, he been pretty laid back. Like, he came after he dropped the Relapse. He was supposed to drop Relapse 2 because he made so much material for that one effort that he had a whole nother album worth of material that he wanted to put out. And then he turned it into the Refill. So late this year, they'll get like 6 new songs.
You wearing a bulletproof vest right now?
Nah.
You're looking pretty pumped up.
Yeah, I got my, this shirt is kind of big.
What are you doing in the gym? What's going on here? Are you doing
I'm trying to
steroids?
get it together.
Are you doing any juice?
I'm doing that same shit you be doing, Howard.
What?
Pilates?
Yeah.
Pilates. What are you doing in the gym? Come on. You're blowing up.
I'm doing that same shit you be doing, man.
You're not doing any juice?
Nah.
You sure?
Yeah.
That shit's dangerous. Your balls are
Let
shrinking.
me see.
See what?
Your balls shrunk doing it?
Yeah, I got no balls left.
There's nothing there.
I look like a fucking scarecrow. You got big muscles, so something's going on here.
How could you see what I got under this big
I can
ass
see. I see what you're doing.
sweatshirt?
What
Believe
kind of
me.
powders you use?
You use powders?
Yeah, I use
Weeder?
no.
What do you use?
Oh, you talking about I thought you was talking about baby powder.
Oh,
no.
stop.
No. What kind of powders you use?
Oh man, the protein powders you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't really take it because I don't have to put on mass. I have
Really?
to keep myself from getting too big.
Yeah, that's my problem.
That's a shame.
Yeah. You almost went into a business. You had hired researchers. You
Right.
did a little research and development. I guess you put some money into this.
Yeah.
You were trying to develop a condom that would keep guys lasting longer in the sack.
Yeah.
Now,
And your scientists got together and could not find a way to make this happen. Is that true?
Nah, it's not true. It's just, I mean,
what's the theory?
the
Is it
concept and idea
Yeah.
to create Magic Stick condoms for me was to develop a more effective way to create a safe sex campaign.
uh-huh.
You know, and for myself, all I would really, gain out of the situation is probably more exposure, being a part of the actual campaign myself.
But do you have that problem? You shoot your load too quick?
No. It depends if I'm really excited, if you make me wait to the point that I'm really already there.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
pretty
but-
embarrassing when you're 50 Cent and you blow your load quick and you...
It's not embarrassing at all. Like,
Really?
I can care less.
You really?
You know?
It doesn't bother you
It
when the
doesn't.
woman doesn't have the orgasm?
No, it doesn't. But listen, if you go,
Wow. That's evolved, man.
you
on a
have to
whole-
start loving yourself, Howard.
Yeah.
You know.
You think
But
that's
really
it?
what I
You're
think-
so funny.
I think like
But don't you see
the condom idea. Like I decided that, most condom companies, they make more money making party balloons
Right.
than they do
That's true.
actually making condoms.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And people don't know that, but the idea was just to create a safe sex campaign because I make sexually suggestive music,
Right.
so I felt like it'd be cool for me to be able to tie some of those things to it.
But it wasn't anything special about the condom. It was just going to be a good condom.
Yeah, and,
No,
and
he was
hopefully
searching-
it could prolong
What's it going to be,
performance.
thick or what? Yeah.
Well, if you could prolong, look at Magnum condoms, right?
Go ahead.
It's different marketing. tied to
Magnum
each condom.
condoms are for guys who are extra big penises.
Yeah.
All right. I've never seen
Well,
one.
that's the
I haven't. I don't need it.
Well, you pick.
I'd be swimming in it.
They got it for marketing purposes.
Yeah.
You're gonna try to do different things.
I
so.
see.
Do you know I
said
take my
less than 10
regular
I do.
condom and stick it in the Magnum wrapper when I'm with a lady? I do that. Do you do
You put the
that?
regular condom so it can hold on.
Yeah. Do you use
the
Magnums? Are you being
Yeah.
serious? You do?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
How
Are
this
you
is
extra-
almost a homoerotic moment.
Are you extra
You said,
thick? Or,
holy shit! You supposed to say that part, Robin.
Are you extra thick or you extra long? Or you both?
I'd like to think both. You know, I'd say that.
How many inches are you, 50? Because, I mean, to use
Why
magnums.
are you looking at me when you say
Because I
that?
can't answer these questions for a man, Robin.
All right, so look at Robin and answer me. How long is your penis that you got to use a magnum?
I can't tell you exactly how long it is. In fact, I haven't.
You've never measured it?
I just tell you, I love my size. I feel like I'm special.
Wow.
Gifted. I have a curve, Robin.
How long is it right now?
Oh, my.
Is it curved?
I have that on my spine.
Are you really that big that you use Magnum condoms?
Well, I mean, Magnum condoms don't mean you that big. Like,
Sure it is.
See, you know what it is? 'Cause Howard probably watches pornography.
I'm
Yes,
2.5
he
inches.
Yeah, you put black man, they show you, the
Right.
the
Yeah.
dinosaur.
But I'm saying to use a Magnum condom is a wonderful thing. I've never had to use one. I mean, I fit so.
Are you
Now I
saying
feel
to
like we
him-
should have been selling Magnums, right?
Yeah, are you saying
We
to him
did
he
great,
could go
huh?
ahead and use the Magnum?
When you are flaccid, are you at full length? In other words, when you get a boner, you have one of those dicks that like.
Why is he asking you this stuff?
I'm just curious.
This is some interesting.
Some celebrity shit.
Robin, listen.
Yeah.
I won't answer. I refuse to answer you when you talk to me like that.
Wow. But Magnums, man, I'm impressed. I use regular condoms and I have to like fill it out. I have to put some stuff at the end to make sure it doesn't slip off. We only have one guy on our staff who uses Magnums. That's Jason.
Jason? I thought it was Benji.
No, it's Jason.
Okay.
How you know, Robin?
No, you know these guys
I
talk.
thought it was Benji.
We talk
these
shit.
Guys talk.
You'll be working with Nicolas Cage in a movie called The Dance.
Yeah.
What's going on with his finances? Did you talk to him
Watch
about
your
it?
wallet.
Nah, I have no idea. I
Yeah,
haven't
he ought to sit down with you.
Make sure you don't get ripped off by this guy. He might be
Nicolas
desperate.
Cage is still a huge talent.
Yeah, of course, but he lost
Can't
a
take
lot of
anything
money.
away from. I mean, he's a $20 million actor.
Well, but he lost a lot of money.
He
You don't have-
spent it all.
He bought a lot of
That just means
yachts.
he'll have to downsize and do it again.
He has to buy a lot of yachts. He buys a lot of homes. Did you ask him about it when you were working with him?
Nah, I didn't.
No,
We
you
actually didn't shoot that film yet.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was out here working on a project about 2 months ago, and I stopped by set.
Do you have to audition for these movies sometimes?
Well, yeah, some of them you got to, but a lot of these projects I committed to early. Mm-hmm. And they've been in development for a while. So
No
now
kidding.
they're
That's pretty
finally
good.
happening.
50's new album, Before I Self-Destruct, is in stores now. 50's book, The 50th Law, is in stores now,
Yeah.
which teaches you a lot about life and how to make a lot of money, quite frankly.
Yeah, I got a chance to collaborate with Robert Greene. He actually wrote 48 Laws of Power, 33 Strategies of War, and the Art of Seduction.
Right.
And when I got in the middle of that book, I wanted to meet him. And when, I partnered with MTV Pocketbooks and Simon & Schuster to create G-Unit Books. So I was able to, reach his publisher of his last book.
This is a book about how to handle money and how to make
Right.
money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And 50's Fragrance, Power by 50 Cent. How's that doing? Is that doing
It's
well?
doing great, actually.
You can smell like 50.
Yeah.
It's available exclusively at
And
Macy's.
Macy's everywhere.
Is this the
Smell
only-
of success, baby?
Is this the only cologne you wear?
Well, now it is. I used to wear Creed Imperial.
Uh-huh.
And before I possessed the ability to create my own fragrance.
Is it true before you got to create your own fragrance, you used to just rub money on yourself and then
No, I
this
Smell
is-
like money?
Now
I never
your new
did that.
your new fragrance.
That kind of might break you out.
All right.
All right, for all of the dirty hands.
Ugh.
You
Don't know
it's-
where it's been.
When do you wear fragrance? You only wear it at night or do you wear it all day?
Well, when you're going someplace, like when you're getting yourself together. If I wear
Now,
a
how
lot
do you put it on? Because a lot of guys make a mistake.
I spray hair. Psh, psh,
Okay.
On your
whatever you
wrists?
put on your, your
All
neck.
right.
And
Yeah,
like
you
that.
don't
Not
take a
too much.
bath
You
in
don't
it,
want to.
yeah.
You don't want
you don't want to smell like a hooker.
to walk around.
That's right. All right.
smell like-
Well, there you go. 50 Cent, everybody.
Yeah, when a
it's
hooker
always good
has
seeing you.
too much of that on,
pleasure.
you wonder what she's
You
hiding.
gotta be careful.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know something ain't gonna smell right if you get her there, right?
Take a couple of calls here and then we'll wrap it up and let you get out of here.
All right.
All right. Peter, go ahead and see Cliff. You're on with 50 Cent. Well, he's gone. Let's go to Jared. Jared, you're on the air.
Hey now,
Yes.
I just want to say I'm in the U.S. Army and I went to Iraq for 15 months and I've seen the movie that 50 was in and I thought it was a awesome portrayal of what it's like coming back. I thought he did a great ass job in that.
What was the
you,
name
man.
of that movie?
It's Home of the Brave. It was myself, Samuel Jackson, Jessica Biel, Brian Presley. I had a great director, Erwin Winkler.
And you were the guy coming back from Iraq?
Right, it's returning back into society after experiencing.
Will you get the Academy Award, do you think, one day?
What's a straight to DVD film? I don't think that's.
I don't mean that film. But will you one day earn yourself an Academy
in
Award?
the future.
I think eventually I'll be able to do something good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If not, I'll be a part of projects that have the type of artistic integrity that make me proud of it.
Let's go to Rick. Rick in Pittsburgh. Go ahead, ask your question of 50 Cent.
Hey, Kim, no better interviewer than you. 50, I want to ask you, how do you evaluate President Obama's first 11 months in office? Do you believe he's losing some credibility in the black community?
Is Obama losing credibility in the black community? And as you know, 50 speaks for the entire black community. Go ahead.
You know,
Yes.
I've been nominated spokesperson for the entire black
What do you
community.
hear on the street?
Well, I don't feel any real negative energy for Obama from
Right.
there. You know, I think we kind of we wanted magic. We wanted things to happen immediately, that instant gratification.
I'm shocked how people think, well, gee, he said he was going to change the economy.
Right.
What do you think? You could change an economy of the United States of America in, what is it,
A
11
year?
months,
11
10
months.
months? Yeah, I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
I
Even
think
at his inauguration, he said it may take another term.
that's right.
You know, I think people, they've heard the things, the promises early on in those different speeches, and they look for those things immediately.
Yeah,
But isn't that the danger of making, I guess, the promises? I mean, I support the president, but I think it's especially tough once you get into the money interests. They sort of dictate.
every president makes promises.
Yeah, all of them in the
Yeah.
very beginning. I mean, and when you inherit the country and the state that it's in now, you know, it's definitely a difficult job. You know, I think Obama is representation of hope.
You got to. It is, and you got to remember one thing: when this election was going on, everyone's rap was, "I don't care who wins, if it's Obama or McCain, who the hell would want to inherit George Bush's America?" It's
Right.
8 years of devastation in terms of this economy, and the expense of the war and everything else. Everyone was even saying, if McCain gets it or Obama gets it, those guys, you wouldn't even want to be the president
Right.
because it's not going to be an easy road. I don't get you. What do you think? If McCain had gotten in, he'd be any further along with the economy? I don't think so. I just don't think so. You're looking for a miracle. King of all blacks, you're on with 50.
Man, you caught me in a bad spot with this damn phone.
It's because you got a
Hello?
shitty phone.
We
What kind of
didn't tell
phone?
you
do
to
have?
No,
move.
no.
You must have AT&T service.
No, I'm in Inglewood Cliffs, and this is a bad fucking area. I want to ask 50 something very important. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I
Yes.
hear you.
Okay. Real important. I'm driving fast. I'm in a fast-ass car, too. Can you hear me now better?
Get it done. Tell us the question.
We've always heard you, unfortunately.
Okay, good. I want to know, do you really think that punk-ass Jay-Z really called the police on Beanie Siegel that night?
Well, yeah, he
How do you
had
know?
him removed. He had
Who
him
knows
removed.
what he's talking
I
about?
don't even know what he's
Well,
talking about.
Powerhouse performance in Philadelphia, and it was Beanie Siegel was actually removed from
No.
the concert. He was previously down
King,
with
that's
Rockefeller Records, so yeah, he actually had him removed.
King, that's a shitty question.
Yeah, it's a horrible
No,
question.
I have another question. Now, are you still fucking Vivica Fox?
You still fucking Vivica Fox?
Please.
Nah.
Nah, he fucked her a long time ago.
Yeah, she's too old, man. And she sweats on her top lip.
She sweats on her top lip. Is that true?
I hate
50? Is that true? Is he got any
I
kind
never
of...
seen a sweat on the top.
All right. All right. Thank you, King. Finally, Ryan has the last question.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Hey, 50, I want to know about the lawsuit between you and Sesame Street.
You have a lawsuit with Sesame Street?
Me and Sesame Street.
Yeah, you killed the Cookie Monster.
Oh, you talking about something I did on Jimmy Kimmel's actual show?
Oh, you killed the Cookie Monster?
Yeah, it was just a part of a skit that we did there. And
Okay.
I ain't got no lawsuit. They ain't suing me or I ain't suing
You had a
them.
lawsuit with Taco Bell, right? They used
Yeah.
your material without your permission.
Absolutely.
They, in fact, made it seem like you were endorsing Taco Bell.
Right. They put out a press release saying that I would change my name to 79 cent or 89 cent to sell burritos.
And so you got angry with that. You sued them, and you sued them successfully, right?
Right.
There was a settlement.
Yeah, I definitely won.
Are you allowed to give out the
No, I
amount?
can't give out, but I did great.
You did great. 5? Wow. $5 million you got?
Did good.
Wow. Nice. When's the last time a girl rejected you? Probably doesn't happen anymore, huh?
Well, I guess, what happened between 2003 and 2005 I was really active.
Right.
And then 2005 I started feeling like I was hot. So it was like You think you could just be with me?
So you started
being
withholding.
selective. Yeah.
You started to be selective.
Yeah, so now it's like it's
So the
different.
numbers have gone down.
Yeah.
All right.
But do you just wait for women to approach you, or do you approach?
I don't mind approaching.
Okay.
Have you been rejected since 2005? Has anybody turned you down?
I've had to work.
Yeah. Like
For,
work
you
a
know,
girl,
for what
yeah.
you want, yeah.
Good. All right. Well, that at least makes it interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Listen, 50. I'm not going to hold you here all day. Obviously, you have business concerns and things to take care of.
Yeah, I enjoy myself, man. It seems like we have a good time, a good chemistry every time I come up here.
Oh, hell yeah. And you cried. That's awesome. It was kind of scary, actually.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know he was going for tears with that look.
No, I didn't know what was going on.
But I didn't want you to know before I was doing it, right?
New album.
Good. That's good.
New album is called Before I Self-Destruct. It's in stores right now.
Yeah.
You got to go get a hold of that. 50 Cent's book, The 50th Law, is in stores now. And 50 Cent's fragrance, Power, by 50 Cent. Available exclusively at Macy's. You got to go over there and get that.
Good Christmas gift.
And great seeing you. And
It's
have
a
happy
pleasure.
holidays.
Definitely, man.
All right. And we'll be back right after these words.
You promised me next time I come, we're going to have strippers and stuff.
You want to have some strippers here next
I
time?
want to see what's going on.
He keeps making those promises and never keeping them.
Yeah, Howard keep telling me, like...
Robin, take off your shirt.
I'm not a stripper.
Come on. 50 loves it. Show it to him. You would love to bang 50 Cent, wouldn't you?
I'd like to
Robin's
see it.
charmed by you. You're
like
charmed
to
by
see
him,
it.
right?
I like 50.
You would go out with him, right?
No.
You would not go out with
No.
him.
I'd be afraid to.
That's bullshit. Nah, he'd give it to you good. The guy's got a big cock. That's what he's telling you. You can give it to her hard, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
What would be so scary about
What's
dating
scary? You afraid of the real black man?
He's right, yeah.
Afraid of the real man.
He's been around the block. He has expectations. You know.
Oh, you mean
Well,
you
I
think?
to perform. She watches pornography, too. She
No,
knows
I don't.
extreme performance.
I do not.
You think you couldn't live up to his expectations?
I wouldn't even want to.
She could do it.
Go ahead, man. Give me a little rap on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't got no rap.
Come on, let me hear you rap.
I was trying to give you a
Rap
simulation.
to Robin. Rap to Robin. Rap to Robin.
I don't got no rap.
No, you better get it together. All right, listen, we're going to take a break. 50 Cent, everyone, go get the new album. It's called Before I Self-Destruct. Do you think you're going to self-destruct?
Nah, man, I'm doing good. I figured I'd offer it to them in art instead of actually doing it, right?
All right. That's the way to do it.
And we'll be back right after these words.
Oh, it's the roll call. You mad at me, Lisa?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't remember.
That's
huh?
all right.
You didn't know what that was?
Everyone else did.
I know what the roll call is. I just was, it's early in the morning.
Right. That's what I
Came
said.
here to see Howard, and I was already in Howard's stern mode.
They put you on the spot.
Yeah,
That's okay.
So how'd it go in there, man?
it was good. It's always a pleasure. Every time I come here, I have a good time. Like we had a good chemistry going back and forth.
Yeah, what do you think that connection is between you two?
I don't know. I guess it's you gotta be comfortable with him. You gotta go in and knowing he's gonna say what he wants to say anyway, and just relax.
John, what do you have to say to Lisa G about 50 Cent having no idea what roll call is?
Lisa just, I don't know what she's thinking. She really believes that everybody knows what roll call is, and she was just crestfallen when 50 Cent had no clue. And then I know at the end he said, "Oh yeah, I remember," but you could tell he was just being nice. He was just being polite, and Lisa, in her head, let her think that she's being chased around by listeners and reliving those great days. And it's one of those things where you think one way and everyone else thinks the other. And when she comes to that realization that what everybody else thinks is really what happened, it could be ugly.
Lisa G, this doesn't surprise me. She thinks she's the center of the universe, and she assumes that everybody knows who she is. And what you say that fans used to chase her down the street, that doesn't sound like it ever happened to me. I'm sure it doesn't happen here, and I'm sure we have more listeners than she had at Hot 97 or wherever the hell she was before. I don't think 50 Cent, it's that surprising that 50 Cent never heard of the roll call. I don't know when he would ever been up at 7:20 in the morning to begin with. She's a delusional woman, that happens with age. What are you going to do?
Are you surprised that 50 Cent had no idea what roll call is?
No, I don't know what the fuck roll call is. I'm a metalhead, man. If it ain't fucking metal, fuck it in the ass.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Fuck metal!
Yeah!
Can you explain what's going on? Hi.
Yeah, these.
All right. JD, let's go. How are you feeling? JD, how are you feeling?
Yeah, but I'm always, I, you know what I mean?
Like I don't.
Yeah.
I
What did you?
This is JD talking to the doctor.
Right.
I don't know. You know, I don't know how much I can talk about really.
Why not? It's you.
I don't necessarily know. I know. I was just saying.
All right, here's the real JD.
No, it's a whole big thing.
All right, thanks. Hey, JD.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
What's going on with you? Because someone told me you're having like mental problems.
Are you mental?
Don't go mental on me, dude.
Huh?
Don't go mental on me.
You were the
I'm
last
trying
person
not
I
to.
expected.
I don't want to. I don't think I am. I had like what really got to me was I had like this. I felt like really anxious and nervous like the past sort of week. Like I couldn't get over something. I don't know what it was, but
You were something bothered you, but you don't even know what it was.
yeah, like I would if I thought about like riding on a train or being somewhere like away from my apartment for more than being out in the city, being that far out, like it just made my stomach sort of like nervous in the knots. And then I tried, I felt a little bit better on Friday morning, and I tried going in, and I had like this sort of mini panic attack or something. I rode 5 stops, and then I got right off and turned back around.
I'm wondering if this has something to do with he hangs around with Artie a lot. And, Artie's got all kind of issues.
See, this
hey,
is
by the way,
what I
Artie's
was
not even
thinking.
here this morning.
I saw that Artie wasn't here,
Yeah.
and when you first started telling me about JD having these problems, I'm like, is he running? Is Artie influencing him?
Are you
No.
What do you want to be like Artie?
No.
Yeah, you're little Artie now.
No, I don't.
JD, let me understand something. Answer some of my questions. Let me clarify this.
Okay.
All right. You originally you've been out now, 4 days?
Well, I did go in last night, and I left like around 4:30.
So you're claiming that you did a day.
Did you take the subway here?
Yes.
Okay.
And I took it Saturday too.
Okay. So you originally started staying home because you had a stomach virus?
No, I stayed home. Let's see. I go in Tuesday night and Wednesday night. So that'd be Wednesday and Thursday. I was sick more. I had like a cold or flu or whatever, and coughing and stuff. I would say Wednesday, Tuesday night, Wednesday, and then Wednesday night, Thursday, it was more of a nauseous, whatever feeling, and then that sort of. And then I tried going in Friday.
So do you think you're actually sick? I mean, it's not just a mental thing?
No, I think that sickness is gone now. Now it's panic.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I'm okay physically. I'm just sort of, whenever I went to this doctor, I went to just like some sort of walk-in thing because I don't have a regular doctor because I'm not responsible.
You're kidding.
But I told him about what was going on, and he sort of said because I actually tried taking half a Xanax on let's say Friday.
Who
night.
told you to take a Xanax? The doctor?
That was my idea.
You can't do that.
Where did you get Xanax?
I know.
Where'd you get it?
Just a friend. I'm not going to, say where I get stuff. I don't want to get people in trouble.
Right.
But I was just wondering, you didn't get it from a doctor. You're just taking other people's pills.
No. I took half a Xanax on Friday night.
Yes, to answer your question, Robin. He self-medicated.
No, I'm not even all that self-medicated, really. And then Saturday when I went to the doctor, and got the confirmation that I was physically okay, and I told him about my panic attack and stuff, and how I get nervous sometimes and whatnot. He talked about Zoloft, and
is that what Jason's on?
I don't think so.
Almost my whole crew is medicated.
Yeah, I was going to say, but even,
a lot of them are.
JD, your friends are giving you the wrong medication. You see?
But don't you think Zoloft is?
This was a doctor.
No. Your doctor said Zoloft. Your friend gave you Xanax.
No, well, I thought Xanax myself because I hear, I've just heard people talking about Xanax and how it can calm you down or something.
So did it calm
when
you down?
I felt better. I got like 5 hours of sleep, which is the most sleep I've gotten in the past week.
All right, let me understand what's going on with you, because I got to straighten you out quick.
I'm trying to straighten myself out, but
Well, you're not good at it.
trying.
Imagine him trying to straighten himself out.
What could make him so nervous?
I don't know. I think, well, anyone on the subway is nervous.
No. He's sitting at home nervous. He's not encountering the subway.
No, there's something going on with the subway, and I'm certain. I think I might be able to piece some
He
of this
got
together.
mugged.
He got mugged on the subway, but
That was years ago.
Still, maybe he didn't get over. But Jason was
Post-traumatic stress, Robin.
Jason was telling me he rode
10 years later.
He rode the subway with him with JD recently. Jason did. And you know how, like, when you take the subway, like, there's certain spots you like to stand, like, I'll be at the front of the train or whatever.
Right.
So Jason goes, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to go to the front of the train. And he said that JD got, like, all nervous. He's like, oh, no. I got to be in the middle. That's where the conductor is. I got to be near the conductor. And Jason said he just kept talking about being near the conductor.
The conductor's in the middle?
Yeah.
Middle car.
How does he see anything?
The conductor's in the middle?
Well, he should be at the front. Maybe JD's got a right to be nervous.
No, he can see whenever he opens the door. He looks out the window, but whenever the train's in motion, he can see within that car.
Yeah, but how does he see?
Oh, you mean
How does he drive the train if he can't see the front?
Well, he doesn't ride the train. He doesn't actually drive it. He just sort of watches, looks out.
He's not the engineer.
Yeah.
Oh, he's security. In other
But he
words.
knows exactly where that guy is. So there's something bigger going on.
Are you nervous that you're going to get beaten up so that guy can help you, or are you nervous that just because the train's going to?
I'm always sort of I'm always sort of nervous about just anything because I'm just a nervous Nelly, to put it in a gay term. But this was just sort of like it wasn't going away. Like nothing. I was nothing. It was over anxious, over nervous about just thinking about anything of being away from somewhere. I don't know. It was just odd.
See, this is the start of agoraphobia.
Yeah.
JD's getting afraid to leave home.
That was another, fear of mine.
That's cool if you're Howard Hughes, but if you're JD, you got a big problem. You know,
Yeah, being attached to that apartment, I don't think is a good idea.
you don't want to be agoraphobic with no money.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, listen, dude. I mean, you got to pull yourself together.
I'm
Oh,
trying,
great.
I'm not.
Let me read you the riot act here. What's going on?
I've only taken. I got prescribed a Zoloft, 50 milligrams. The guy told me to take half.
First of all, you want to go to my doctor. What kind of fucking doctor are you going to?
Hold on.
You got insurance. Go to a good doctor.
He went to a walk-in clinic.
Ay.
Well, because I wanted to go somewhere.
I don't know anything about medicine, but doesn't walk-in clinic mean like the worst doctor?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What kind of doctor was he?
There's a guy. It was, one of these.
Did he even have on a white jacket?
No.
He's probably got jeans and a work shirt on.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, your local hippie doctor.
Yeah, was he like a young kid?
Yeah, he was a bit younger, and he did try to talk a little cool, and it got a little weird. So I
was a brain surgeon.
What do you mean he would try to talk a little cool?
I don't know. He was just like trying to seem young or whatever, like hanging out with his friends and stuff. Like
what?
He was talking about his friends being on Zoloft too, and I was like, oh, okay, all right.
You mean you're gonna go on a medication from a walk-in clinic doctor who saw you once? Dude, that doesn't sound right to me.
You'd be better off getting the pills from your friends.
You went in and just said you were anxious. And he said there was nothing wrong with you physically, you're just in your head, right?
Well, I was the one that sort of said, that I get, there's something, it might all be in my head and stuff, and then he sort of just like he said I shouldn't take Xanax because that's too addictive and stuff, and then he said something about Zoloft, how it wasn't as addictive, but then, once I get home and I read all about Zoloft, that's all I hear about how addictive it is.
No, you don't need
Well,
that.
that's what a walk-in doctor will do.
Yeah.
He won't know the medication.
I like that the walk-in doctor wasn't sure. It's kind of addictive, but not really that
You don't
addictive.
think the walk-in doctor's really reading up on stuff.
And he goes, a lot of my friends are on it, so don't worry about it.
Right. Yeah.
JD, look, here's what you got to do. Today, you got to go see a real doctor.
Oh, I want to go to sleep. I want to go to bed. I want to get this, I want to eat or not eat, but, actually eat. Whenever you take Zoloft, you don't have an appetite.
So what do you want to, wait. What do you want to do today? You want to go to sleep?
Yes, I'm going to try and sleep, and then I have to go to the grocery later because I have nothing in my house, and then I'm going to work tonight.
So these are your priorities.
Yeah.
Maybe your hours are weird.
Well, they are weird.
Yeah, well, maybe you need to maybe figure out a different work schedule. Want to sit down with me and figure it out? Because you know what he does? He gets up like at midnight and he's here at 1 in the morning, and then he's here till 10. And
I know he's not getting any REM sleep, and he's probably lost his mind at this point.
I tried to figure out some sort of schedule, but I don't like riding the train in the middle of the night, and then
so don't do it. So come in like when the rest of us come in.
But then something might not get I'm not going to
JD,
have stuff
watch
ahead of time.
Watch your TV shows at night. Figure out what at your apartment. Figure out what you want to pull when you get in here, and then do it when you get in.
All right. I'll figure something out. I'll try. Maybe I'll try and get in like around 4 when Scott gets in or something.
Yeah. You know what? Sit down with me. We're going to figure out a work schedule for you. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Because you're not doing it right.
Trust me, my biggest worry is being fired because of all this stuff, and that's because this is this is the most important thing to me, and that's why
no kidding.
Well, this is going to be like a self-fulfilling prophecy if you can't get out of the house.
No, I know.
You want to be fired? He hasn't been able to show up to work. Of course you're going to be fired.
He's like, my biggest fear. No, you can count on that.
Yeah. You can count on being fired if this keeps going on. No job, no insurance, no Zoloft, no nothing. Listen to me. You go see a real doctor.
I love all these guys who, they secretly are sicker than me.
Yeah.
And then they're always laughing at me.
I don't laugh at your office.
The only thing you should be worried about or having anxiety about is finding a chick to bring to my party.
Oh, that'll kill him. What kind of medication will he be on if he has to
What are you saying to that, JD?
I thought about that too. Trust me.
Yeah, he's anxious.
I got a lot of things that I'm thinking about.
That probably sent him over.
I'm thinking JD would be super articulate if he just start working during the day. Maybe just dopey from lack of sleep.
No, maybe there's a medication for articulation.
Yeah. Was your doctor he wasn't even a Jewish guy, was he?
I don't think so, no.
You hear King of All Blacks.
Yeah. Even King of All Blacks goes to a Jewish doctor.
I don't know what this guy was. I don't even remember his name, actually.
All right.
I have his card somewhere.
You know what? You're going to have to get him a psych consultation.
Yeah.
I'll be. I don't want to take any meds. I tried it, and I don't think I like it, and it's not for me. And it's.
That's what you first said about booze. Now I hear you drink like a fish.
Yeah, this is
No, I don't drink like a fish. No one's seen me drinking. I haven't drinking forever.
Drinking. I haven't drank forever. I haven't. He graduated college. I haven't drank in forever.
That's that full cell education.
Yeah. Did you just say I haven't drank in forever?
Well, drank in forever, not drink.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I got it.
How about I haven't had a drink?
In a long time.
No, that too.
All right. So, JD, let me get this straight. You do have some physical ailment.
No.
Not anymore.
Okay, well, then you should have been at work.
I was at work. Well, my stomach hurts.
Yeah, well, that's because you...
But that's not it's not because of like a flu or a thing. It's from the Zoloft, and because you don't get an appetite, and then you get hungry, and so I've come home and
Sounds like a grand plan you're planning.
You should go on what Jason's on. He gets plenty hungry. He gets hungry enough for 10 people. Well, I don't know what's going on with you. I'm not a psychiatrist, but certainly I think you're in need of a real top-notch medical guy who could sit there with you and try to decipher what's going on.
Well, he probably needs, but you know what? There's nothing physically wrong with him. He caught a little cold, and now his anxiety is feeding into all of this.
Yeah.
His real problem is up here in the noggin.
Yeah. Noggin, which is
You need a noggin doctor.
Which is a technical term for your head. Well, you're right.
Yeah.
He got sick, then he got anxiety because he was sick, and now he's left with the anxiety, but the sickness is gone. And, I don't know what's going on, but...
Well, I tried to get rid of the anxiety quick, and it's not...
No.
It didn't work, so...
So are you going to have to retire to take care of your health?
It sounds
No,
weird,
no.
it sounds weird, like the doctor just all of a sudden saw you for 5 minutes and then wants to put you on medication. That's a pretty serious decision to go on medication.
That is exactly why all these people
Yeah.
are on this medication. Most of them aren't getting it from psychiatrists.
Right.
They're getting it from regular doctors.
Have you been able to masturbate?
I haven't even really tried. That was another thing. I was just like, I haven't really tried, actually.
Did you go on the internet and talk to some girls?
No, not really. I mainly
Wow.
laying down.
Yeah, pretty bad shape.
So even your social life has been impacted.
Maybe you backed up.
Like, lack thereof.
Yeah, his social life, his whole masturbation thing is like, he's not even getting his rocks
His
off.
whole outreach to people was
Yeah.
the internet.
I know, like picking up like those girls for a couple of dollars who,
Yeah.
you know, will jerk off in front of you.
All right,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Is the whole Ronnie thing getting you stressed out because you had to cancel Ronnie's show and then bring it back? And
No, I don't think so.
Right.
That was well, you know, I almost didn't go in Tuesday because I had the cold or whatever, but I came in because I knew the whole Ronnie thing was going on.
Right.
Jesus, Jace. Oh, JD, you're
I
sounding
came
terrible.
In, I came in then.
All right, describe to me what happens. You start getting ready for work, right? Let me work with you here a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. First, you got sick. I understand that.
Yes.
And you started getting better, but
But some things have been going on because he said he hasn't had a good night's sleep in a long time.
well, because he has a ridiculous schedule. You should see what this kid does. He gets on the train. What time do you get on the train? 1 a.m?
I try and get on the train by around 11, a little after 11, so I can get there around 12.
So when are you sleeping anyway? You get there. So you get to midnight. You get in here and you're watching TV all night.
Well, I try and get to sleep like around 3, and then wake up around 9:30.
4, 5, 6, 9,
That's like 6
10
or 7
o'clock.
hours.
That's not all. That's the worst schedule I ever heard. There's got to be a better way to do your job.
You're almost like the taxi driver.
Yeah.
Gee, thanks.
I mean, that's crazy.
I'm just trying to, you know.
No, I know you're trying to, and you do a great job, and I'm worried about you. So
That's fine. Well, I appreciate it. I don't want people to worry about me.
Well,
Did
I'm
you
worried.
know at all that he was
No.
headed this way?
No,
This
I-
is a complete surprise?
he was my rock. He was the one guy who wasn't mental.
Crazy. You didn't
Yeah.
have to worry about JD.
So JD was like one of these guys that just kind of had it all together.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, I never thought you were mental.
Look at you.
Well, I didn't necessarily. I didn't really think I was all that. Well, I guess I knew I was sort of mental, but not like, you know. I don't think I'm going anywhere near like KC mental or anything anytime soon.
Did you start reading the Bible?
No.
Are you cutting yourself?
No, and I'm not.
Yeah, do we have to check your arms?
No, I'm not, and I'm not walking behind people.
So what's the
crazy?
crazy?
Like to put an axe in them.
So what's the craziest thing you're doing?
Craziest thing I'm doing is not being at work because you know my stomach is fucking not feeling great, and so that's.
Is it like a knot, or is it like a nauseous, or is it like an
So you're
ache?
nervous?
It's well because of the Zoloft, you don't get an appetite, so you don't eat.
Yeah, but before the Zoloft, you were feeling something. What was going on there?
Yeah, that was nausea. That was well with the over anxious. It was like just a big knot and tight and like sort of almost burning almost or whatever. I don't know.
Like an ulcer.
That's anxiety.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
and it wasn't like going away, and that's what freaked me out. And I wanted to do something quick so I could go to work and stuff and do whatever. And
Makes sense that JD's fucked up, though, you know?
Well, when you sit around and think about it, well, all the indications for being fucked up are there.
Right.
Not being able to talk.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's complete. like now it doesn't surprise me that JD's fucked up.
yeah.
And I know he had a rough childhood. So.
I would always say, even at a
Wasn't
party.
that rough? Stop it.
No, come on, man.
Even
My
at
parents are fine. Stop.
Okay.
Maybe he's pregnant.
Even at a party, JD doesn't talk to anybody.
I know.
I mean, it's just terrible.
He's like, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I don't
whatever.
know. What am I going to say to him?
I try to get to work. Well, whatever. Whatever.
It's like,
He goes, I try to get to work and do whatever. It's your work.
What's the craziest thing you're doing? I don't know.
Imagine the trip to the doctor when he's explaining to the doctor, young man, what's going on. Like I'm nauseous and stuff, but I don't know, whatever.
It was like a nauseous or
knot,
a nuisance. I don't know.
Like a knot.
But it was like a knot and it's burning.
Then you got to be sitting here wondering why Artie's late. Like, what's going on there?
We should just lock these doors.
I know.
Everybody here is crazy.
Everybody's nuts.
What do you think's really going on with JD?
I don't know. Robin says that it's, I think it has to do with when he was mugged on the train. Robin says it's been a long time, but you can sort of harbor some of those feelings and they sort of build, even if it's a period of years. And, we joke about what happened to him, but, like, he got the shit beat out of him. Like, he got punched in the face because he was on the train in the middle of the night. They took his iPod, and I think that, if you've never been punched in the face before, it's one of those things you remember. So I think that might be part of it. I think he might be having some anxiety.
Now, him being sick, does this have anything to do with that, you think? Because he was sick at first.
No, I think part of it, too, is that I think he got sick, and then I think the sickness made him start to have anxiety when he was on the train as well, which I think he was having already because he's like, what if I get sick on the train? What will I do? And then he got better, but was still having anxiety on the train. I don't know. I'm just guessing. He's never discussed it with me or anything.
Do you think medication is the way for JD?
It might be. I mean, if he's having anxiety, that's what they make anti-anxiety pills for.
Do you think his self-diagnosis was correct? He was taking like pills.
Well, no, he was self-medicating. He borrowed a Xanax from somebody. That's I get it. You take a Xanax. It's just a Xanax is just makes you feel good. If you'd have two glasses of scotch, you get the same feeling. It just relaxes you. And so he did that, and then he went to a doctor and they gave him the Zoloft, which John Hyder was saying Zoloft seems like a big it seems like a big hammer for a small job. But we'll see what happens.
Who gives a fuck about JD? He doesn't care about me. Why should I give a fuck about him?
You're still bitter?
No, I'm not bitter. I don't wish bad things on anybody, really, except a few people.
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying, what do you think's going on with him?
What?
He was sick.
He's not sleeping.
And now it's anxiety.
Yeah, well, he's not sleeping. When you don't sleep, your fucking anxiety gets really bad.
So it's finally
I know the feeling well because I haven't been sleeping too well lately. So, yeah.
So what is it, like he cracked?
Pretty much. He had a little bit of a breakdown.
JD has a lot of anxiety issues. They aren't new, and they've apparently been manifesting themselves for a long time, and it's starting to cripple him. So I feel very bad for him.
What do you think exactly is causing this? They said like his hours are crazy, maybe the past experience on the subway.
Look, the hours don't help. He works crazy hours, and yeah, he was punched, mugged, robbed on a subway about 5 years ago, which is scary as hell. But I think this stuff has been inside him for a long time. I mean, anyone who knows JD, has heard him on the air, or who knows him personally, knows that he's full of anxiety. He can't even get his words out straight because he doubts himself halfway through a sentence and cuts himself off and changes his mind. He's a mess, and it probably stems from a lot of things in his life, not just anything recently. And for whatever reason, whatever the trigger is, it seems to be manifesting inside of him and coming out. Probably the fact that he's almost 30 years old and still lives like a 12-year-old. My guess is he's getting a little bit nervous with the light at the end of the tunnel over here at Sirius. Maybe he's getting nervous about his future. So.
Do you think medication's the answer for him?
Listen, I'm not a doctor. Medication's the answer for me right now. I kind of was in the same boat JD was, in the sense that mine was more depression with anxiety, but what got me to go on the drugs the first time was this job. I was afraid I was going to lose this job because I couldn't get my shit together, and so that's why I started going on it, and it saved my life. And I hope JD is helped. Whether it's Zoloft or some other drug that doesn't give him an upset stomach and make him crazy. Whatever JD needs, I hope he could be helped. I'm a big proponent of the pills. I don't think they'll cure me, but they certainly make me able to come to work and instill me with confidence, as people here like to say. So I act like a big asshole to everybody. But hey, it's a trade-off. I'd rather act like an asshole to everyone and still have this job than be a depressed mess inside my house and people go, oh, that Jason kid, he was kind of nice.
I don't know, he's all fucked up, young kid riding the subways, getting mugged by a bunch of big nasty-looking thieves. Who would it?
Isn't there an adjective you want to add to that, it sounds like?
Bunch of big, scary, nasty-looking thieves. I mean, I wouldn't sleep at night. I would have the shivers. Riding those fucking subways, it's like being in Vietnam, except there's no soldiers. It's all fucking guerrillas and shit. You know, just going at you, prodding at you, punching you around, smacking you. Poor fucking guy. He's all messed up. He's suffering from shock. The system's got to change. Now look at him. He can't watch his TiVo. He can't go on Facebook and email married chicks, and he can't do his dabba raps and everything else. He's all fucked up.
I don't know. I think it's just like, I don't know what the root cause is. It's
Well, they seem to think it's like his schedule.
that might the lack of not sleep. Whenever you sleep, if you're not getting enough sleep, that definitely makes you mental. So that could be part of it, but I don't know. It's interesting. He feels nervous on the subway, but he feels so nervous away from home, even more so, because he'll take the subway to get back home. So I don't know. I'm going to go give him a hug when I see him.
I feel for him. I really do. I think he's not getting a lot of sleep. He's a little bit sick, but this paranoia that's going on in his head, he's really, really paranoid lately. And I can understand getting mugged on the subway, being a little afraid, also the hours that he goes, but that happened a long time ago. So I don't know what's there. Maybe, I don't know, his fantasy football team hasn't been doing too well, or I don't know. I just hope he's all right. And I said I'll take him to my doctor if he wants to go, but who knows if he'll take me up on that.
Now, he was kind of saying his hours are crazy. That might have something to do with it. What do you think triggered it? Because, he was sick at first, and then he got, anxiety.
I think he was legitimately sick, and then he wasn't 100% better, but I think he was sick but didn't know what was wrong with him, and when he was looking to have somebody diagnose him, he didn't know where to go because he doesn't have a doctor or whatever else. And so, his buddy gives him a Xanax, and then he's taking Zoloft, and I don't know what he's thinking, medication-wise. But JD's got to find out what's wrong with him first and then fix the problem. But we all know that's a major leap.
JD is a fucked up guy. I don't know what's going on with him. As a kid, he shouldn't have these issues. Anxiety, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I tell you what, he needs to get laid. That helps everything. That's my answer.
Now, he was saying, his hours are really crazy here. Do you think that might be causing it?
Well, the hours are a little screwy, but, the guy doesn't sleep. He, who knows? He gets up at 5 in the morning and... He gets up at 10 at night, and he comes to work, and then he goes home at noon.
Now, he said he was going to maybe try to have your hours. Do you think that would help him?
No. They're just as screwy as anybody else's hours around here. But not according to what Howard said, because if he's got to watch the shows at night, when's he going to sleep? If he's got to stay up and watch them, that's stupid. You got to be able to sleep from 8 p.m. to 3 in the morning to have my hours. So he can't sleep during those hours, so that'll really get him fucked up. I think he's better off staying and doing what he's been doing.
He's probably a homo or something. Doesn't want to come out of the closet at this point. He clearly, has some issue with girls. He doesn't like them. He spends no time with them. So it's just difficult for him to... maybe he's getting one of those high-pitched mic tattoos where the day he plans to come out, and he'll come in here and make a big, announcement that none of us can understand because he mumbles everything.
Are you worried?
About him being gay? Yeah, Christ, that'd be awful. I can't think of anything even worse.
So, Richard, who barely understands anything about modern culture because he grew up on a farm.
Yeah.
He's
they don't see doctors and dentists.
No. Richard came to New York and goes, dentist? My dad says not to trust them.
Well, Howard, he came to me and he goes, I got this thing. I'm going to go see my doctor, but I can't get an appointment. I go, well, why don't you go see a podiatrist? And he looked at me like I was crazy. I go, a foot doctor. I go, you have foot problems. Why don't you go to a specialist? And he's like, that's a great idea.
It's like
Eureka.
It's like, when early man saw the wheel?
Right. Or fire.
You're like Richard's like you just introduced him to fire.
Like the greatest thing ever.
You mean there's a doctor that will look at your feet? And I was like, what? I don't understand. So Gary sends Richard over to the podiatrist. And the podiatrist says to him, look, you got to stop drinking for the weekend.
Just for the weekend?
Well,
Because he knew it wasn't possible for him not to drink forever.
This weekend, don't drink.
Yeah.
So Richard's walking around now. He's like, I did what the doctor said, and not drink it. There's no fun.
Right.
It's not fun. There's no fun.
Boring. He goes,
it's boring.
Fucking boring.
He goes, the weekend was so boring without drinking. And I'm like, oh my God, does this guy have a problem?
Well, there was an Onion headline once where a guy who was an alcoholic says, alcoholic who's been on the wagon for a year says, today will be just another boring day.
You're right. That's funny. So the weekend was boring?
Very boring.
Do you have any interests or anything?
Well, yeah, no, I still did stuff. I played guitar, wrote some music, just did things, but drinking just makes everything so much better.
Yeah.
Life isn't good enough. He has to make it better.
So you didn't have any drinks?
None at all.
But your girlfriend drank? In front of you
at brunch. Yeah, it was tough.
Does she love you or does she have a problem?
No, it was fun. She had like one or two mimosas, but just
she doesn't have gout. Why should she have to?
No.
But sometimes you don't. He's going through a tough time. You say, hey, maybe for the weekend I won't drink.
Look, if I had to have brunch with Richard, I'd be drinking.
Right.
Well, that's you, Robin. But no, I would never.
It's her too.
I would never expect her not to.
Yeah, that's right. So it was difficult for you to watch her sit and drink.
It wasn't difficult. It was just like, wow, I wish I could have one of those.
So
because while she had 2 mimosas, he would have had 2 bottles of mimosas.
If my feet were doing what your feet are doing, I'd never drink again. I bet they're drinking over. Drinking over.
Well, it was food that caused it, too.
It's the beer, too. He's
Rich
ignoring that.
Hey, Richard, did she tell you things not to eat? Because I heard you just had a giant bowl of chili for breakfast.
Yeah, I did. But it's Lisa made the chili. It's healthy.
How do you
know that?
She said.
I made it with very lean ground beef, and there's nothing else in it, just vegetables.
Is it organic?
No.
Yeah, so.
Why don't you just eat
all the healthiest stuff?
Why don't you just eat like a plain something what is it with you?
I usually get an egg white, but Lisa's a great cook.
Aren't you afraid of I'd be in fear.
I would be so afraid that anything might blow up my foot that I'd be adding food back in very simply, one thing at a time.
That's how I would do it.
To make sure it wasn't going to happen.
Well, I have been careful. I've been trying to eat a little. I had a turkey burger for brunch yesterday.
Yeah.
So let's give you a medal.
Yeah. It's baby steps,
baby steps for baby feet.
Yeah.
So
how big was that turkey burger? Probably half a pound.
It was covered in mayo.
How soon can you go back to drinking?
I'm going to find out from the foot doctor, but hopefully very soon.
So
but I don't, I've been good too. I don't drink during the week either, so I'll at least wait till the weekend.
Now, what if the foot doctor says to you, look, Richard, I suggest you do not drink for the next year?
Howard? And then I'll tell her I think we have to amputate the foot.
Howard? Yeah. Every website that I go on, and Richard, listen closely, every website that I go on that deals with gout, the first thing they mention is excessive consumption of alcohol as like the number one factor.
Yeah, not food.
And what is excessive by their definition?
Richard. They have Richard's picture next to that.
They always say, how they say if you have more than 2 drinks, it's excessive.
But dude, you go on trains and suck down cases of champagne.
Yeah, that's true.
I know, and I'm the first to admit I do that. It's fun.
Yeah,
Drinking is fun.
Didn't you drink out a restaurant one night?
But can't you just
an
have
airplane? I did one time.
Can't you just have 2 drinks? You always you have to be obliterated.
Once in a while, I'll have 2 drinks. Yeah, if it's during the week or
Howard, remember that time we talked to you about your mimosas at that brunch? How much do you drink?
Oh, I can drink. I could probably drink 100 mimosas.
Yeah, see.
Right. 100.
And but that wouldn't be enough.
They're in little bitty glasses, though.
Yeah.
And then he said he started getting them to pour them into big glasses because they were having to refill the champagne flute too often.
They'd have to come every other minute with those little champagne glasses, so they started putting them in beer mugs for him.
Right. Mimosas in a beer mug.
Yeah.
Why don't they just bring over a trough?
Oh, sometimes they'd bring a pitcher over, too.
But I'm talking about severe drinking. I'm talking about like in your lifetime, you've been wheeled off a plane in a wheelchair because you've been incapable of walking.
But that was going to Bubba's wedding. That was a fun event. I was excited.
And so if it was a fun event, maybe you could have lightened up on the drinking. In other words, you were about to have fun. We were going to Bubba's wedding to drink.
I just started my fun a little earlier than everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm sorry. You have fun when you
and also
drink.
I have fun, but I have 2 drinks and I have fun.
No, you talk about getting bombed on the weekends.
2 drinks.
And 2 drinks will do that to him because he hasn't built up such a tolerance.
I was hungover this weekend. I mean, I had I might have had like 3 or 4 glasses of wine Saturday night because we were at a party.
And you got drunk at your size. You were able to get buzzed off.
I was buzzed off too. I really shouldn't have.
What are you talking about? His size?
He's a tall guy.
Yeah, but I weigh 100 pounds. I'm like Ichabod Crane.
Oh, it doesn't go by height?
Yeah. I mean, my feet ain't blowing up, that's for sure.
But he's also on medication for high blood pressure and cholesterol.
You are?
Are you serious?
Oh, I
At
didn't
your
know
age?
that.
Yeah.
How old are you?
35.
Good Lord. Aren't you do you want to live or like are you just like,
No,
I don't
I
care?
want to. That's why I'm on the. If I didn't want to live, I'd stop taking my medication.
How
The
about just
medication is going to kill your liver.
the medication could be stopped if you just ate well and drank and didn't drink so much.
Not cholesterol's usually
no,
a family
can be
thing.
fought. Cholesterol can be lowered naturally.
That is such a myth. It's not true, Richard.
But it's my cholesterol's good now. They're weaning me off the medication. The
It'll
cholesterol.
go right back up because you're not eating well.
I'm eating pretty well. But I mean, besides the chili this morning and stuff.
It's just worthless to talk to.
True or false? You tip flight attendants to keep bringing you booze.
Yeah.
That's true, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How much you give them?
Usually $5 to start
That's
out.
all it takes?
And what do you say? Like,
Well, they don't. They try to refuse tips. They're not supposed to take it usually, but I'm like, no, take it, take it.
You give them $5, and that ensures what? That they'll constantly keep the alcohol. Like in other words, you never have to wait for a drink.
Well, not that. It makes them feel better about serving me so much alcohol. I think.
Right.
They're like, oh, this guy's nice. We'll give him a bunch of booze.
Right. And then when they have to wheel you off in a wheelchair, do they get upset with themselves, do you think?
Well, they don't wheel me off. You know, whoever I'm flying with wheels me off.
But they got to call for a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But we're usually I've never been wheeled off of the plane. I'm usually, walk off the plane and then get wheeled. Yeah.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't wait till they just throw them on a luggage cart.
He packed an entire suitcase with champagne and orange juice for a long train ride.
I know.
You know.
That's what you call a person who has a problem.
Richard, so congratulations, man. You made it through the weekend without drinking any alcohol.
I did.
How do you feel?
I feel great, but it's boring as hell. I love drinking, and this just proves that for me, drinking makes everything fun.
So how long is this going to last?
Oh, hopefully not more than another day or so. I'm ready for a drink. It's the holidays, man. Come on. You can't watch Rudolph and Frosty without a drink.
Now, along with not drinking, you're supposed to be eating a little better.
Yeah, well, that I do try to do. Like yesterday for brunch, I had a turkey burger with a salad.
But for breakfast this morning, you had chili.
Yeah, but it's Lisa G's healthy chili. So
You sure it's healthy?
She said it is. I mean, and she eats it, and look at how thin she is. So I trust Lisa. If Jason brought in chili, I wouldn't eat it because I wouldn't think that it's very healthy. But Lisa brought it in, so I trust her. And for lunch, Sal and I every day we go to Hale and Hearty. We either go to Hale and Hearty or we split a foot-long sub from Subway. So I'm very mindful of what I eat, and then at night I eat a lean pocket, and that's it. And I never eat after 5 o'clock, so I'm doing pretty good. And I've been eating like that for a long time. It's just on the weekend and on Thanksgiving I went crazy, so I need to be a little careful on the Christmas weekend.
Yeah, Christmas is coming up pretty soon, and there's going to be a bunch of
It
holiday
is.
parties.
Yeah, and I'll just have to watch what I eat.
You're going to control yourself during those
Well,
those
the
parties?
control the eating, the drinking, I'll probably still go nuts. But, at least now I have a heat pad for my foot, and I know to drink a lot of cherry juice and different, juices to kind of keep the blood flowing through the toe.
And what happens if the gout comes back for Christmas?
Well, I'll go see the foot doctor again and get, more medication or put the heat pad on it. But if even a tinge of it comes back, I'll just stop eating and drinking. But I'm just, hoping for the best. I love to drink. I'll be the first to admit it. I'm not going to say that I don't love it. I freaking love it. It's a blast. I have a lot of 99% of my good memories are from drinking. The fun I had while drinking and hanging with friends. And so There's not a better supporter of.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, what's up? This is Jason, and on Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about the Wolfie staff survey, which is basically the survey where the staff threw each other under the bus. I was a big winner. I saw 3 major categories in the Wolfies, and I was fine with it, but not everyone else was, and they aired it all out on the wrap-up show. Check it out.
You were a little bit pissed off today. Was that because of the survey? I mean, you all of a sudden...
What pissed off?
No, your mood turned.
Oh, that stupid Wolfie thing?
Yeah. You seemed a little upset about it.
You know what? Wolfie thinks he's going to be the next Stuttering John around here, I think. And you know what? Let Wolfie know that Stuttering John is no longer here and there's not going to be another Stuttering John.
Are you mad at Wolfie?
Yeah, because he's trying to, by doing what he did with this stupid survey, it's like trying to turn everybody against each other.
Yeah, but Howard approved it. In other words,
I understand
he pitched it as an idea, and Howard said, "Yes, let's do that."
Fine,
I mean,
I don't care. I think it was just to rile everybody up and get everybody mad at everybody. It's the right time of the year to do that at Christmas time.
I totally agree.
It's always the right thing.
I totally agree with what you're saying, but I don't think it's out of place for the show.
No, I didn't say it was out of place for the show, but it's been done already pretty much. John did that a long time ago.
And it worked great.
Yeah, it worked great. So why
in fact,
why
some
do
ways,
it again? Come up with something original. Don't steal John's shit, okay?
I think in some ways today was a bit of a disappointment because nobody really got mad enough. I thought that Jason might crumble, but I could see you were upset. What is the part that upset you?
None of that upset me because I don't care if anybody likes me or not. I really don't give a fuck, okay? But just what I just stated. What he did is to turn everybody against each other, right around the holiday time, which is asinine. I thought it was totally friggin' asinine.
So you're not mad at the results. You're mad.
No,
that
I could care less who hates me. To be honest with you, I don't care if anybody likes me here. I'm not here to be a popularity person, whatever. I'm not here for that. You don't like me, it's fine. You want to call me a douche, that's also fine. But. Yeah, I'm about to fight out of a fucking cannon this morning for some reason. And I'll tell you what I said. I'll tell you what I vote with the Jason thing.
Go ahead.
The only thing I put down for Jason was that he's a big gossip, which he is.
He knows that.
But other than that, I love Jason.
Oh, so you weren't the one who voted Jason in every negative
absolutely
category?
not. No.
Yeah, that is probably, to me, the most curious thing of the whole bunch. I said to Howard, when I got the results last week, I said, the headline to this is, I think Jason's going to be crushed by this whole thing. And I think John Hine and Will put me aside. They go, I don't think Jason's going to be really bothered by it. So maybe I'm looking at it a different way.
By the way, is everyone here? I'm totally willing to be up front if we can figure out which is whose. Are you guys?
Well, I can't even remember. Yeah, but Benji, why would you want to go there? It's just the point I just brought out.
You're
why
right.
do you want people to
maybe
hate
after
each other
Christmas,
now?
After Christmas.
It's so stupid, that whole thing he started.
Well, third night of the menorah.
Did you vote for Ronnie being the biggest douche?
I think I put Jason down. I think I put Jason.
He's already.
No, I have one answer that can be you can definitely say it's mine because I know I put who would I want to be the father to my kids? I put Richard. I think I also put him as the worst dad because of the abortion. I might have switched that to Sal. I can't remember for sure.
Okay, here's a move.
Definitely, I put Richard as the best parent.
Here's the move that Benji's
as I want to be the parent of my kids,
which is so funny.
If I had kids,
the one thing that bothers me, thing that I'd love to know who said it about me. Somebody said that Gary's the biggest douche, the biggest ass kisser,
the biggest user,
and the biggest user. The first two I'll take, but but user I don't feel that fits me. So I'm trying to figure it out. So then Benji goes, "That might have been me," and I go, "Why?" And he goes, "But it might not have. I can't remember." And it's just like Benji's confessing to everything.
But if you guys can remember, would you be willing to let your sheets up front?
Yeah, I can remember. The one thing I remember, I don't remember exactly who I don't remember who I picked as the biggest douche. I really don't remember.
And I'll say I absolutely like Jason. I absolutely like him.
I can say that
I
wasn't
enjoy working with him, and I
but
respect
can't
him.
you
However, I also do think if I had to pick one who's the biggest douche, he would be the one that day.
Well, you can like Jason, but still vote him in some of these negative categories. And I don't think, Jason's here, but I don't think a lot of it came as a surprise. Maybe a couple of them did, but not a lot of them. I don't want to put words in your mouth, Jason.
Well, okay, look, most annoying. I think I voted for myself for most annoying. I'm not joking about that. Biggest ass kissers, whatever. Biggest gossip.
again, whatever. They're the only one that, and I'm really not upset, but I'm just confused by the douche one because I'm not 100% sure what that means. Like, okay, biggest ass kisser, people think I kiss ass, all right, whatever. But I just don't, I'm not 100% sure what being a douche is, and considering that these are the my peers that I work next to all the time that filled out the survey, I even said it to Benji. I go, just tell me what you meant by me being a douche, and maybe I'll try and work on myself a little bit.
Well, JD, how would you define biggest douche?
How would I define biggest douche?
What's another word for douche? Jerk?
Maybe not jerk, but jerky. Maybe like maybe arrogant, cocky, sort of just like all those melded into one word.
So you voted for Jared?
No, Jared wasn't able to be voted.
No, but I don't get, like, when I think of douche, I don't think arrogant or cocky.
I think it is. I think it's asshole plus attitude.
But Jason, you
then I'll take that. Then fuck you all. I don't care.
Well, that's another thing that was a little bit confusing on this. My understanding was we were only voting for the people who got the survey sent to them.
We were.
Which eliminated Goodstein, DePace, although DePace got a ton of write-in votes as the worst parent. All the Howard TV guys were...
McClure,
Ralph wasn't part of it, right?
Ralph.
Yeah, they were all
Ross
out
Zapin.
of it. But I don't know if, I guess that was clear, but I don't think everyone necessarily did that. And a lot of people didn't fill out all the questions.
Yeah, and the fact that Howard, Robin, and Tim didn't participate at all sort of made this fizzle a little bit.
By the way, I totally disagree with Ronnie. You know, what Wolfie did, these sorts of games are great. I mean, this is like some of the best moments on the show.
And
right.
but before Christmas.
Before Christmas, even better. You know, I don't know. I mean, before Christmas is our fault. I mean, you know, it took a while to get the surveys filled out. But
I had a lot of difficulty even like there were some of them where I just didn't have an answer to.
Same with
like
me,
who's the
yeah.
biggest douche? Like I didn't really have an answer for that. And I think I told John Hine this when we filled them out. I said that there were a couple of categories that were negative that I put down Scott the engineer's name solely because I felt like I love Scott. I put down Scott the engineer's name because I felt like he could take it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I felt like he could take it.
I love how Scott became.
No, but
he's had years of experience.
And I said it. I felt really bad about this. Like 2 or 3 questions, I used him as my default guy because I felt I had to answer every question. But I don't even believe that he fits the bill.
I definitely did some strategically where I knew, like, I was scared. Oh shit, I might get that, so I have to vote towards who already is going to be the majority. So I don't become the majority in that one.
But also, like, okay, honestly, like, I really don't care, and actually my categories aren't that bad. I would much rather be most biggest douche than laziest. I mean, honestly, because you guys are the people we work with every day. If I got voted laziest or whatever else Scott got voted, that would hurt me way more.
Well, the man who took home the title of laziest and most likely to write a book about Howard and won a bunch of other most jealous of other success, Scott the engineer now joining us. Gary says you were the default answer.
I guess. Yeah, for like 1 or 2, but it was like, but I didn't even have, like, I felt I had to put down an answer. I was like, if I have to put down an answer, I'll put down Scott because Scott takes shit anyway. And Scott can take but
okay, so you all can say what you want about me. I mean, I just laugh it off, but I did find my answers. I will give them to Howard. I won't tell you right now.
Okay.
I'd rather have Howard reveal my answers, but it was funny. Lazy, I don't think I'm lazy. I mean, you know, that's fine. What?
Nothing.
Apparently your peers do.
They do.
Did you vote?
I mean, I think everybody on the show works hard, including me, so I don't think I'm lazy. I don't know why I get... You know what it is? It looks like I do nothing. I'm so good at what I do, it looks like I do nothing.
He moves so fast, he's standing still.
You got the lazy tag for you when we were at the old studio, right? And you were all the way down the hall.
Take my time, right?
And you would. It would almost seem like you were walking slow on purpose to show us that we needed you.
No, I wasn't. A part of that was I was very overweight and I smoked a lot, so it took me a while to get going.
Scott, were you upset by anything that you won today? Any categories that you took?
The jealousy thing, I'm really not jealous of people that have success. I voted for myself in that category because I couldn't think of anybody else. But I don't really, I'm really happy for people, maybe now more than ever, that do well and have success.
You've mellowed some.
Yeah, I have changed a lot since I've gotten older. So I don't like to be, like, critical of people anymore. Right.
I bet a lot of people also would be fearful of, not that I don't know what the categories, of putting Howard, Tim, or Gary for a lot of the categories.
Apparently, people
People put my name down for plenty of shit.
Yeah, Gary and Tim's name were all over these sheets. Apparently,
I will tell you,
well, the last one you remember who put your name down. Like this is like 10 years ago.
Well, that was a different thing. I'll tell you, there was one category where my name wasn't put down at all that was very upsetting to me.
Which was?
It was, who do you think will go to have success when the show is done? I didn't get a fucking vote. I think
it said most success.
I think but Robin got a bunch of votes, Fred got a bunch of votes, and John High got a bunch of votes.
No, it was me, Robin, and Artie. We all tied, but you didn't get any votes in that category.
I don't believe so.
I think I put Artie for that.
I got to tell you, towards the end of the survey, I was kind of like, fuck this, and I kind of I didn't care who I wrote down. I didn't give it a lot of thought towards like the last 5 answers. So that was part of it also.
Yeah, I would say there were. If we did this survey again, the things I would change is I think there were too many questions that were a little vague, and we got to open up the pool because, again, how many times can you write Scott down for an answer? Like there might have been other guys I would have written down, but since our pool to choose
Jason,
from was
you
smaller,
got most of the negative votes, not me. So I'm
not complaining about them.
It's not about me. I mean, I didn't seem to get a lot of negative votes. I got a few.
Well, hey, the one that I'm really curious about is, because to me this is like really a telling one. I came in second for it. Sal came in first, but like, who wouldn't you have at your house?
Yeah, you asked me that in the hallway.
Right. So I'm trying to figure out who did that. That's the one that would definitely.
But are you surprised by that? I mean, you had night terrors at John's house,
right.
Remember? So that was like a little
But
freaky.
most people here have invited me to their house. I'm trying to figure out who it was. Like, I think.
Yeah, I've already had you to my house, so it clearly wasn't me who wrote it.
Was it?
No, because I had to see my house.
Okay.
And you didn't do anything
Anyone else
stupid.
here?
How many votes did you get?
3. So I think my guess was Tracy. I guessed Ronnie too, but I asked him. He said it wasn't him, and I don't know who the third would be. I thought it might be you, but I wasn't sure.
No, as far as I can remember, I don't think I voted you for that.
You know what? I may have written your name down. I can't remember now.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I was doing the Benji thing.
I don't know.
I think I might have. I can't rember.
It could have, but maybe I wrote somebody else.
Exactly.
Oh wait, are you guys being serious or just playing?
No, we're being like you.
All right, on Tuesday's wrap-up show, there was a big debate on whether who creeped out the Miss Howard TV the most, Benji or me. So we brought the Miss Howard TV Alex in to settle the debate on who is more creepy. So check it out.
And how good did Alex look today, Gary?
She looked a lot better than she did. We got pictures sent out last night, and I don't know. I didn't like the pictures. I didn't like the poses. She was really cute.
The big issue was whether or not her breasts were real.
Right.
And Howard decided to let Benji find out. And quickly, Benji was removed from the process, and Ganji came over to really show Benji how it's done. And Benji's rolling his eyes because he doesn't think Howard really understands the way you check to see if a girl's breasts are real.
Feel them, and it's
Gary. Wait, suddenly after 20 years we've changed this?
What do you mean?
That we all like say, oh yeah, they're real.
No, I'm not
everybody?
sure. I'm not positive. I have to check. Let me check the top or the bottom. If they feel a little weird on the top, they might be real.
And then Ganji's just like, oh yeah, they're real.
Well, because I got the sense that he wanted you to just move on.
Right.
So that was why.
You were creeping her out.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. That's you guys like fucking.
No. You really.
I'm creeping her out.
But you were.
All right.
Did you get the sense that Howard wanted you to move on?
I don't give a fuck.
No, but that's not the question. The question is, did you get the sense that he wanted you to move on?
I got the sense that Ganji and I actually did the exact same thing. The first microphone they put in front of my face wasn't working.
That's true.
And Howard just got annoyed because the microphone wasn't working and said move on.
Ted, play the clip of controversy, please.
Okay, you see right now.
Benji, you're so annoying. Just touch them and just tell me if they're real.
He's trying to explain something.
I can show you. I can tell you, but I can prove it to you too.
Do they feel real or not?
They are not.
Benji, get away from me. Let Ganji
Okay, you see where the
test her
nipples
breast.
are? You see how
Just get away. Get away. Get away.
Why are you being so stupid?
Yeah,
It's
go ahead.
really easy.
Let Ganji feel
Take that top all the way off so I can really tell. Let's
go ahead.
Cut this
What,
out.
have you been taking Ronnie lessons?
Yeah, Ganji, you took charge there.
Well, yeah, Ganji did it so differently than I did.
Are you really irritated?
Yeah, I really am.
What's irritating you?
Because you guys are like just playing into the whole thing.
No, I'm not
taking too long.
Oh yeah, I did it so differently. Like what I said and what Ganji said was so different. And Ganji, when you came on, you commanded the situation, and it was intriguing, and everyone just had to listen to that segment. I will study Ganji's part, and hopefully next time I'll do better.
This is what I will tell you, Benji. When Howard hears the words from you, let me explain, he knows that there's no quick explanation coming. All right. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
Just explain. Don't say, let me explain.
You see, you did that much better than Gary, actually. Gary, you should learn from Ganji, too.
You're super defensive.
I know.
Yes, I am.
All right, Ganj. Did you think that? I mean, you always know Miss Howard TV is the best,
right?
Was Alex creeped out in any way by what Benji did?
I think she was a little bit. I think you could tell in her eyes because he was not only was he tweaking,
right.
he was getting in position to tweak. It was like he started from behind, then he went in front. It was like there was too much. It was just get in there, grab him, and move on.
Is Alex around? Can we ask her herself?
Yeah, she's
and
there.
I guarantee you can. I can make any girl here say they're creeped out by you guys.
But Benji, I'm being totally serious. You know that we think you're a good guy. We know that we know you. It's not like this bullshit. I love you, but you know that we think you're a good guy. But you know, I mean, are we before you got here? No one had ever said to you that you creep chicks out at times.
I think every guy has creeped chicks out at times.
Right,
but
nobody said that.
No,
to you often?
it wasn't like this regular, thing.
I was just asking.
I don't think your looks or anything creeped her out. I think the way you were behaving.
I think any strange guy grabbing
your
tits will, to some extent, might creep some girls out.
She said you can touch them if you want.
When she gets here,
she gave permission.
Benji, when she gets here, I will ask very simply. Did Benji creep you out at all?
Oh, that lead. Okay, that's leading.
All right,
I object.
How should I ask? What should he say? How should I ask? What did you think?
First of all, we have to make sure she's not hearing it.
What did you think?
Hey, how was that experience of the guys feeling your breasts?
Okay. What did you think of the way the guy?
Just start with that.
Give me that again.
I'll do it.
You can't
but the creeper can't ask the creepy questions.
You tell me what to say.
Well, that was really neat. You in the studio. We enjoyed you in the studio today. How was it having guys feel your breasts?
How was it having guys feel your breasts? Right. And she'll answer. And can I follow up
she'll
with?
Say, well, it was a little funny.
Can I follow up? Did Ganji or Benji do it any differently? Is that a fair question? That's not leading. She's in the hall, so she's not going to hear what I'm saying right now. That's fair.
Yes.
Okay.
But I also think she's already been questioned.
What do you mean?
So Alex. So okay, here comes Miss Howard TV. She will answer my question, and just as we talked about. Alex, come on over here.
Alex.
This is Alex, who is January 2010's Miss Howard TV. Alex, welcome to the wrap-up show. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Please have a seat. We were talking before you came in here about a bit of an awkward situation. How did you feel about the guys coming over to feel your breast today?
I don't know. Like honestly, it happens at work, so I don't know. Like
just par for the course.
That happens at work.
Yeah.
Well, so like if I get a dance from you, I'm allowed to fill you up.
Kind of. Well, I don't know if you're allowed to, but
because every place I've ever been to, they yell hands, turn on the lights, and throw me in the parking lot.
Well, she's got the full friction happening down at the club if you pay the right money. That's what you said on the show today, correct?
Right.
All right. Was there any difference between Ganji or Benji feeling like checking to see if your breasts were real?
Yeah.
What was the difference?
I'm sorry, I don't.
That's Benji. That's Ganji.
Okay, Ganji just seemed like I don't know. He was just. Like, he knew they were real. He just wanted to keep his hands on my boobs.
Wait, you're looking at Benji but saying it's Ganji.
Oh,
did
no.
Benji do that or did Ganji do that?
This is Benji.
Hey.
Okay, Benji did that. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You got to say who it is because people can't see you play.
Okay.
So Benji, go ahead. Say what you just said.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry.
Benji.
I'm the chubby, balding guy.
If you could, give me 3 words that would describe your feelings when Benji was touching your breasts. Three or 4 words that would describe your feelings. Just throw out some words.
I don't know.
Whatever comes to mind.
Whatever you're feeling. Just go with it.
He won't be offended, or he won't.
Okay. I don't know. It was kind of weird because, like, I don't know. I get offended when, like, people think my boobs are fake. But
I understand that.
It's all right, though.
You got 3 more words left.
So it seems like all she really cared about is if they were real.
Cold?
His hands were freezing.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
But I don't want to put words in your mouth. You just said this, but you felt like he knew they were real, and he was just kind of lingering there to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Now, what about Ganji?
He was just like, oh, okay, they're real.
So more matter of fact.
Yeah. So you knew they were real. You just wanted to keep feeling them right.
You have seriously. I see so many breasts on the show, and it's just you get used to it in the studio. You have the most amazing breasts I have ever felt, and they are real.
George in Charleston, you're on the wrap-up show.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, George.
Perfect way to ask the question to this young lady. Ask her, while you were in the studio today, who creeped you out? Or did anybody creep you out? You know?
The question was, I'm sure you have a bad connection. I'm going to let you go. But George asked, when you were in the studio today, did anybody creep you out?
No, honestly, I'm so used to it from work. Like, you're not the weirdest person that's ever touched my boobs.
That is so sweet of you to say.
Did you find what Benji did creepy at all?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
Like, not really.
And what about Angie? Because he's creepy just to begin with.
No. He was fine, too.
All right. So, did I ask fairly, Benji? Was I leading her at all?
You can step down from the stand.
Thank you.
She could stay.
She could
stay. I have more questions. I'm just teasing.
Oh, okay.
They want you to say that I was creepy when I felt you.
No, I
Which,
didn't.
listen, I'm sure, like, when strange guys feels your breast, that's not, you have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And maybe that is a little awkward.
I mean, like,
for you.
it is kind of weird, but I guess just because I'm used to it.
Yeah, you know guys like to touch you.
Gary, is
Yeah.
it fair to say for Alex that weird is analogous to creepy?
I would take that leap.
That is leading the witness.
I'm not leading the witness. I'm asking Gary.
We still talking
in front of the jury.
What do you be watching Law and Order?
Every single episode.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked about why very hot Carrie won the Cougar contest, why she was so hot. She had a great butt and everything. And then Fred stopped by. He joined the conversation. Then we started talking about how Fred gets and uses all his great and amazing sound effects. Here's what happened.
These women were qualified for this competition.
Totally. Jason and I and a bunch of us, we went through the pictures and we sort of ran the gamut. So, because you could have put a bunch of 38-year-olds in there, but it's sort of, we wanted it to be, full-fledged Cougar. So it sort of ran the gamut. And the youngest one didn't win. I was saying to the guys that during the break, I said I was way more turned on by these women than some of the Howard TV girls because in my mind, it was feasible that, in other words, like I think of myself with one of the Howard TV girls. I was like, well, that couldn't happen on any planet. She's 21, but like in this, looking at these women, I was like, yeah, they could dig me.
You saying they're gettable?
In my mind, I didn't say they were gettable in real life, but in my mind, it wouldn't seem insane, for me to have hooked up with one of them, in my fantasy.
Now, how would you define a cougar?
Well, it was weird because I think even 38 seems young to me for a cougar. I would have thought, we went to the people that put it on Cougar Life, and we said, what's the definition of a cougar? And they said 35 to 50. But I think you can be a cougar as long as you can pull it off, and I think there's probably a lot that are over 50 that do pull it off.
And did the fake boobs have any effect on the contestants? Nobody seemed to mind.
No, it didn't. Nobody was bothered by it.
And how did
we're going to start complaining about fake boobs on this show?
Well, how did their bodies look after? I mean, they all had multiple kids.
Yeah. I think I think the one that won, she was really cute and petite. She had a smoking body and all that stuff and a good personality. But the one that came in second, her stomach was really in great shape. She had like the flattest abs and she had a pretty kick-ass body.
That was the bartender, right?
Yeah.
BJ the bartender.
Yes.
Right. But BJ and Teresa both came up short to Carrie, who won the Cougar contest, and we actually have her getting her crown right here.
I'm going to tell you something about Carrie. She's got me.
Really?
Had me from the beginning. Her personality is insanely good. And as I saw the ass, I said, this is a girl I'm banging. I would bang this girl. And she doesn't even have a husband, so she really fits the definition of a cougar.
And she is dating younger men.
So I have to go with her, ladies. Don't be mad at me because you're all delightful.
Absolutely not. No. She's gorgeous. I agree. She is gorgeous.
We are going to crown Carrie the hottest cougar that we could find out there. Now, Carrie, how do you feel?
Gosh, I feel so complimented. Thank you so much.
By the way, can we do a little sidebar on the brilliance of Fred?
Oh.
Not only were those sound effects amazing, but instead of just going out and getting one crappy sound effect, he had an array of cougar sounds. And my favorite one was at the beginning where, we say we have one contestant who's 38, it was like, row. And we have another contestant who's 42, like, row. And then we have one that's 50, it was like, row. And he goes, yeah, that one's weaker. That cougar's a little weaker.
Yes, Fred gets major bonus points for making that segment.
It made me laugh every time he played it.
Yeah, great job, Fred, as always. I asked him to come down. I don't know if he got the email because I didn't get to see him at the end of the show. But, of course, we'd love it if he dropped by. So Carrie wins, and sometimes there's an advantage to going first, and sometimes there's a disadvantage to going. It was clearly an advantage for her to go first because she charmed everybody when she was in there.
Right. So you had to charm us more than she did, which nobody was able to pull off.
Now, is that because she showed her ass? Because everyone seemed to fall in love with that.
No, she sort of had the personality. She had a good story. She was willing to answer anything we threw at us. And, we said, will you take that off? And she said, yeah. So, yeah, she hit all the points.
Dustin in Georgia, you're on the wrap-up show.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Dustin, what's on your mind?
Nothing. How do these chicks stack up to, let's say, the 21-year-old, though, honestly?
Well, it depends on what you're looking for. They're not 21. The girl today that won was twice. She was 42, so she was twice 21. She was double the age of a 21-year-old, but she looked really good. So, no, she's not a 21-year-old. I don't know how do you answer that.
The pictures are up on howardstern.com if you want to check it out for yourself, Dustin. But you would think that if you saw them up close, they would weather a little bit and not look that great. And that wasn't the case. And I don't think any of them had facial work done, Gary. I mean, they all three had pretty faces, but I thought Carrie was the best looking.
Bodies are still kicking now.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so. Now joining us, Fred Norris. And Fred, we were giving you major kudos for the Cougar contest. You seem to be having the time of your life with those sound
I was
effects.
having a blast with that. I think I may have gotten a lot of emails to the positive. And, of course, you have the one or two saying, don't play them so much, you drove me crazy. But since most people liked him, I'm just going to say we had a success.
How did you find the wounded cougar for the oldest contestant?
It was basically just I walked into Scott's. I don't know. We were talking about it on the air like maybe the day or two before. And every time they said cougar, I kept hearing the sound in my head. I'm going, why not just be obnoxious and play that cougar sound effect every time they talk about the Cougar contest? Well, the Cougar contest came. We never got a chance to get into that again. So I just used them during the course of the show. And I told Scott, give me a cornucopia of cougar sound effects. So it went from because I said, I want the robust Mercury cougar growl for somebody very rambunctious, and I want kind of like the the old, tired, weary cougar in case we have someone in there who looks like rapping granny.
What was it? What was the lion's name in The Lion King? The old grandfather.
Oh, not Simba.
Scar.
No, I know he was. No, Scar was the bad guy.
Right.
It was I don't know who was Simba's dad.
I can't remember,
Steve?
but it's like
Mufasa. Thank you, Steve. Rendell.
That was the Mufasa sound effect.
It worked, but Fred, I thought you actually voted first, and I thought you wrapped up Carrie pretty well as to why she should win. But
and I was nervous because I gave her a really high score when she first came in. I'm going, man, there's no room to wiggle here. What if the other women are really, really hot and dynamic, and not that they weren't, but she definitely she ruled the roost.
Now, I would have BJ would have done better for me because I thought she had a great body and she had a really pretty face. She would have done better for me, but I took age into account. And I said to myself, one is 38, one's 42, and the one that's 42 is pulling it together more. Like if BJ were 43 or 44, I might have voted for her.
Yeah, but I went with the strict definition of cougar, and the strict definition of cougar is somebody who is single. And, you can play fast and loose.
Yeah, pure